I'm sorry to hear that, Cheese. I'm currently sitting back down because I'm trying to get back in and do thing. Hello, I am mildly late. Hi, sorry to hear that you're dead, Cheese. But congratulations on getting first. That's always very nice to see. Quick question. Okay, the Discord did in fact output that I am going live. That is good to see. It's only just done it, though. It's always like that. It's always like that, I swear. Anyway, I just need to get Twitch up on my phone so I can actually see the chat. Won't be one tiny moment. But welcome to the Dauntless Dungeon where I feel nothing. And that's all you need to know about my character. Anyway, I'll be on definitely in just a moment, once I have gotten everything up that I need. Just need to double check a few things before I then do the inevitable switcheroo over to what we are looking at. Just gonna be, oh, Nick! Oh shit, thank you, Nick. I drink now. Perfect, take your drink. And thank you again for the subscription. It's very nice of you to do that. I truly do appreciate it. If Streamlabs would allow me, I can... No, I can't. Okay. Streamlabs will not allow me to do that. First thing I hear is Cheese dead or what? Cheese is dying. Real chaos pog. Also, I have delay. I'm probably going to be lurking for the most part because I'm very tired. Yeah, no, it's no problem. You know, which can be in the Dauntless Dungeon and doing our stuff. And speaking of Kachow. Yeah, I forgot to do... I actually remember doing the thing this time. So, that's perfect. Anyway, how about we get into seeing what everyone's talking about. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I noticed that Beth isn't here. Is little Bethy here soon?
I'm sure she's there.
Alrighty. Cool. Just making sure. Oh, there we go. Marvelous.
Alright, yeah. So, to recap what happened the past few weeks, because it's been a little while. You guys have progressed maybe about 5 or 6 rooms from the start. Bumbling your way through, we're joined with a giant turtle, a mushroom man, and a guy who decides to die every combat encounter. We're currently standing in the kitchen, probably once used by servants of this fine mansion. Also, there seems to be an abnormal amount of frogs. But more on that later.
Okay. So, when we last went off, we just got some loot from a chest, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Right. Oh,
we
yeah.
got 2 notable pieces of loot. A small frog and a pair of toad muffs.
Now, Drew, very important question as well. Does the door finally work?
The door should work.
I'm going to test this theory.
Go for it.
Theory tested and proven. The door in fact does work. Marvelous.
Yeah. You can get... Don't mind, like, the needle light shafts that poke out. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
I had to do a lot to this room.
Yeah, what actually broke in this? Do you know? Like,
I have no idea what happened last session.
I see. Fair enough then. Fair enough. Oh dear. Alrighty.
Cool. Well, we have even more amphibious creatures. Moving on.
Aren't you an amphibious creature?
I kind of just slowly squint. You can't see it, but it's happening.
I can't see it because I'm looking at all the rotten food. How rotten is it?
Pretty rotten.
Okay. Is
like
it like
a decade rotten?
Okay. Yeah.
Only a decade, eh?
I then look at myself and look at my insides and my own flesh. How bad do I look?
You look like a stiff breeze would send you to the ER.
Okay. I head back to everyone and just go, hey, do I look okay, or do I seem maybe a little bit out of wind?
That depends. Are you supposed to look like calamari?
I have no idea what that is, but probably not.
Fine to me.
What?
You look fine to me.
Hey, thank you.
I just shrug.
Alright, fair enough. Just making sure, you know.
Oh, I suppose I should go over a little new mechanic due to our death-loving friend here. I decided to do a little bit of research, and it turns out in the Dungeon Master's Guide, there is a section for lingering injuries.
Oh no.
Basically,
Thanks,
Basically, anytime you go to 0 HP for a second time in the same combat encounter, which is going to be hard pressed for even you to do, you'll roll a d20 to find out what happens to you.
Oh no.
And that will exist outside of battle until the cure requirements are met for it, ranging anywhere from festering wounds, head injuries, to visible scars, and complete rotting of your flesh. Depending on what magic hits you as well. Anyways, let us continue.
I see.
Nice.
I all of a sudden have the brave idea to maybe take a short rest, and I just go, hey, I don't know about you guys, but do you want to, like, just sit down somewhere and take a load off? I don't remember last time we took a nap or something.
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, lay up against the wall a bit, and hopefully my, is that an intestine? I don't know. Hopefully that'll just sort itself out. I'm just gonna lay here for a bit.
That probably is.
Why do I imagine Nick's character putting Kozak in like a fucking baby carry backpack and just toting him around the dungeon while he heals?
I mean, I probably just like makeshift some rope or leather or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah. I'm basically gonna slump up against the corner. How long will I have to take a short rest for? So I don't plan to take a short one.
Short rests are 4 hours.
Oh, they're 4 hours? Fuck.
Yes. Long rests are 8.
Yeah.
I kind of prop myself up against one of the doors and then retreat into my shell.
Hey,
Alright.
Stuart, you cool to maybe just rest for a few hours?
Sure.
Alright, cool, perfect. Oh, actually, short rests are just an hour long.
Alright.
Yeah, at least 1 hour long, during which characters have nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, or tending to wounds. I wonder what I'm doing.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Alrighty, perfect.
At least 1 hour.
Yeah, at least 1 hour. So I'm basically just gonna lay down for an hour and just shut my eyes for a bit and not go towards the light. And also, roll 2 of my hit die. So let's do that. 6 and a 5. Okay, 17 points healed back.
Wonderful.
That's probably alright.
I'm only down 2 points. I'm not going to worry about my health so much. I'll save them.
I think that's probably
It's
one of
just
the first
free
time.
health.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like a hit, like a pool of dice that you can just use. When you take a long rest, it'll reset.
Well, there's that then.
I think it's like the first time I've actually done this as well. Like taking a short rest to actually heal up and shit. Short rest. But yeah, when I wake up, do I feel much better? Just kidding. That's a
You
trick question.
feel slightly.
That's a trick question. I don't feel anything. Do I look much better?
You look. And that was just a statement. You look.
Perfect. I'd get back up like, okay, I'm good now. And I'm just gonna fuck off through this door.
I emerge from my shell. My head hits the wall. Oh, forgot that was there.
Oh. Yeah, watch out for that. So we've been in this room. I don't think we've been through the bit in the left, have we?
I don't think so.
Alright. I'll just pull out my sword and say, alright, ready to go?
As much as I ever could be.
Alrighty. Take a peek around the corner. Assuming I see nothing, but just for the sake of the perception check, because I don't want to fucking die. Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just in case I spot a trap or something, you know. Probably not, but you know.
Nice. You don't see anything.
Perfect. I'm just gonna walk ahead and go to the next corner. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear. Oh, there's a door here.
I'm just waiting to hear
Ah.
something.
Yeah.
It is clear there's a door here.
Fuck! There's a door here. Are you fucking shitting me?
I just turned to Stuart. Do you hear something?
Yeah. He's dead.
Oh, he is?
Can you heal him again?
I gained far too much enjoyment out of this.
I want to
Deception
say,
check.
Drew, I hate you.
Because I feel like you have to kill the stupid out of him before you can bring him back.
I'm going to make sure I'm not going to have stupid either. I want to roll deception check. Or no, or not deception, perception.
Is there a chance I can do at least one thing before I go down?
What would you want to do?
I want to fucking burn Dr. Seuss books.
You cannot take out a lighter and burn books on your way down.
Correction, a tinderbox.
Okay. Still no, that's even harder than a flint.
Right then, I have a tinderbox in my hand as I go down then. Deal?
Sure. An attempt was made.
An attempt was made.
Your perception reveals no dangers.
I just want the image of just Cossack down on the ground with a book and a tinderbox in hand.
So much for the Library of Alexandria. I proceed to do that healing thing that I do so well.
5 hit points, or what are you looking at?
5 HP. I want to see how long I can make this go for.
you spring back up into perfect shape.
I just get up like, okay, now I'm a bit pissed off. Hey, this area ain't playable, I don't think. Right, perfect. I'm gonna take out one of the books and just go to a random page, get it in the box, set it on fire, and be like, hey, fuck you, ghost!
You certain that's wise?
I mean, he's killed me 2 times. I don't give a fuck. I just sort of hold the book up as it's burning, and I want to see if there's a reaction.
Yeah, nothing. You're just kind of holding a burning book.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll just throw the book down. Alright, I think we're good.
Alright, so...
Cool.
What to next?
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna check this door for traps here.
All
That
right.
wasn't even like 5 minutes, was it?
No.
Nah, it's not.
It's just like I often do. This is only to cuck me.
I'm listening for everyone, but since you're in streamer mode, you have the most talking.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Oh, fucking damn it. At least this isn't a combat round, so you know, if I then get taken down again, I'll fucking get severe bleed. You know, fucking ghost fright.
You rhyme again, injured back. How?
As you go down, you hit your tailbone a bit hard.
I broke my ass.
I broke my ass!
There are no traps on that door.
Open door.
Door is opened.
Oh, look, 2 full barrels of mead.
Oh, this is just where we were, isn't it?
Two full barrels. Does another lap around. Wow, a full barrel.
I fucking would.
Oh dear. Nothing's changed in here since last time?
I have this distinct idea that I think will be beneficial to everybody. We go
Yeah.
into a room we have not been in before.
You know, that was part of the plan. I just didn't realize that we were going back into this room.
Shall we just all agree we have a poor sense of direction?
Yeah, but then again, we don't exactly have a map or anything, do we? No one has a map, right? Anyone?
I kind of just look at the both of you.
Okay. We are all really unprepared for this. Like, did none of us know what we're getting into?
Glory.
Oh, that's what you were told. Okay. Fair enough.
Wait, have we been here?
Oh yeah,
You
Stuart.
haven't.
Yeah, basically there was this wolf rat, I think, I don't know, we killed them and they were playing poker or something in there.
Shintar got drunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got absolutely shit faced. You know who had to do a lesser restoration? Yeah, that's where from. Anyway, I suppose there's another door in the kitchen we haven't gone through yet.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
There's two.
I mean, you've been through one of them. I think it's the other one that we haven't been through.
So, would anyone like to do the honors?
What's the worst can happen?
That's what I'm missing. The dungeon map. I'm such a klutz. Here I am sitting here like, yeah, man, everything looks fine. I completely forgot to pull up the dungeon. Boot.
I would like a perception check for the potential of danger or the ghost of Seuss.
Anything corporeal.
I don't give a fuck. I'm doing a perception check anyway for danger. Funny. Looking at the door, what do I see?
Let me make sure I have the right door. Okay. So you open up the wooden door. And,
I look at it first if there's a trap there.
There was no trap.
Okay, is it openable?
It was openable.
Okay.
And you said you opened it.
Yep, sure. And I'll just take a peek in.
It appears to be a sitting room.
Cozy.
What's on the shelves?
Yeah.
A couple of books.
These two books.
You could have napped in here.
Yeah.
I checked this door for traps here.
All right.
Oh god, there's a carpet.
No traps.
Is it locked?
It is.
Anyone have a lockpick?
Yeah, actually I do. Here, stand inside.
Give this a shot.
I bash open the door.
Roll athletics.
Alrighty.
I like the initiative.
23. I just kick over the fucking door. I look at the lock remote, like,
No, you do. Upon saying you have a lockpick, you walk up to the door and smash it open.
Perfect. Is door open?
Door is open.
You see? There we go. Door's open.
More books.
Many more books. An overwhelming amount of them, one would say.
Indeed. Chest, though. Perhaps there are things within this chest.
Oh boy.
I wish to see if it is trapped somehow.
Alright, perceive it.
You know, I'm looking through the books. Are there any Seuss books?
No.
Okay. Any books of interest?
You guys are in 22, right? Yeah. No, nothing of real interest. You do note that one of the shelves is filled with scrolls rather than books.
Anything
But
magic?
yeah, there's a few things if you want to ruffle around.
I'll wait until Shintar's done looting the chest, then I might take a ruffle.
I attempt to open chest, provided it's not locked.
Open the chest.
Spin the wheel.
And inside, you find...
I like how I can hear the fucking wheel spin as well when you speak.
That's going to be a fun one. You find a ring with a blue gem with a black bottom of the gem. So, like, it fades into black.
Interesting. That's it?
There is a piece of paper on a string tied around the ring. It reads Ring of Water, and then it's torn off.
Ring of... Hey, Cossack, I've got a ring for you.
Yeah. I'll take the ring.
Yeah, I hand it to him as I tear off the note.
That's sweet, I'll palm it. Just for the sake of it, can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
Is it Fey, Fiend, or Undead?
It is neither. Or
Okay.
none.
Normal roll. Just looking over in case it's something magical.
Oh, it's definitely magical.
Do I
It's a
know what
ring
it
of
does?
water. I mean, you put it on.
I
if you'd
don't just yet, but do I get a sense of what it does with water?
Oh.
I don't. Alright. Oh, cheers. Hey, I think it's magical by the way, as I put it on.
Nice. You slip on the ring of water.
I wait.
Nothing happens.
I look at the ring like, oh, it's supposed to be magical. Yeah, oh well. Cheers anyway.
I just shrug.
Yeah. Let me know if you want it back though. I'm gonna take a look at the scrolls here though.
Anything of interest?
Let me take a look. Gonna take a pilfer through and do investigation.
Of the scrolls?
Yeah, just investigating through, seeing if there's anything that is good or anything. Can I do that?
Sure.
Alrighty. I got 17.
Cool. Roll a 1d10.
Okay. Just a straight 1d10. Energy. 1d10. 3.
You pull off a scroll with a green ribbon tied around it.
Hmm. Does it say what it does?
All it has is a number 2 on it.
I was one of the scrolls are actually numbered. I don't know. Do green ribbons mean anything to anyone?
It is simply a ribbon and it is green. Is that all that's on the scroll, though? Just a number?
Yeah, but number 2 and a green ribbon. Let me do an Arcana check on that, just in case.
Kind of half-assed magic does this place offer?
I don't know. Arcana, I rolled a nat 20. For 23. I also happen to know anything about the ring in this roll, as I'm holding it with my ring finger.
Well, from your Arcana check, you can gather that this is a blank second level spell scroll.
A blank?
Yes.
Oh. Well, it's a blank scroll. I know nothing about writing down scrolls, but yeah, guess it'd be useful.
If you learn how to write a scroll, you could turn it into a second level spell.
If I know how to write.
Yes.
You'll have to remember that.
Yeah, oh well. Guess we can
The
write something
store
on there later.
The store up here. I will again check for traps.
Roll. And that's the tiny. No, that's the other one. You're running 223. Okay. There are no traps.
Alright, I'll try and open it.
It is stuck.
I take out Bone Biter and proceed to batter the door in.
Right. Roll damage for bone. You drive your axe into the door and it gets slightly stuck.
Register a thump.
Yes.
You okay there, Shintar?
Fine.
Yeah?
Just... I give this thing another whack if I can.
Sure. God damn. You whack into the door again. It again gets stuck.
Here, don't worry, I got an idea. Now keep it in there, right? Now, I don't know about you, but one of the things I used to do when I was out in the wilds is that whenever you are trying to cut wood and the wood stays on the axe, you just push the axe through it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick the axe. And
I
do an
just-
athletics check on the door.
Yeah.
So I'm primarily aiming for the axe, but fuck it, I just want to try and do it for effect. 40.
You kick the axe and it goes a little further into the door. It is now more stuck.
Thank you.
You just gotta do it a few more times. We'll kick it again.
I have an idea. I wait for him to finish, but then I'm going to retreat my head and arms into my shell.
Oh god. Can I do one
Alright.
more athletics check to see if I bust it down?
Yeah.
Alrighty. What can go wrong?
You kick the axe to no avail.
Yeah, now it's really stuck.
All right. You're going to want to move.
Sure thing.
I wish to battering ram the door.
Alright, yeah. What would I even count that as?
I mean, you got that much total slamming against the wall, maybe athletics check for advantage. Is it an attack or? I mean, it's advantage on strength and con save throws.
What would breaking down a door and Alright, yeah, make a athletics roll then.
I did earlier.
Oh, the 21. Yeah, you go bashing through the door.
Way!
Upon
Hey Shinton, what'd you
into-
do? Oh.
Upon bashing into the room, the needle bite, wearing a small pair of glasses, slowly closes his books, folds his glasses, and looks over at the commotion.
My My head pops out of the shell, along with a few wood chips.
Sorry, was that door stuck for a reason?
Probably had to do with them.
Yeah. This is awkward. Hi.
I just slowly reach for my battle axe.
I mean, are they attacking?
Oh, they're going to attack you.
Oh, they're going to attack us? Okay, I guess I'll take out my sword as I'm saying hi.
Alright, wonderful.
Hey, sure, I think we're getting into a fight here. Just a heads up. In case you need to run away or something. I don't know.
Says the bitch who's died, what, 4 times now?
I ain't Ranvo.
Ooh.
Is it initiative time?
Oh boy, is it.
Oh boy. So, these two enemies, are they technically undead?
Let me make sure of that. The right is.
Okay. Cool.
He's an undead.
Nice.
Alright. And your initiative, Nick?
I think you rolled it already. It's a 7.
It rolls.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Well, we
Yeah, that's
all
about
rolled
what I
really
expected.
bad. Oh boy. Ah, this is fine.
Wonderful. Well, the Needleblight's turn. He's just gonna fucking spike needles. Nope. Let go of every. Nope. Select no one. There we go. Alright. Now we get to do this. And he shoots needles at you, Chaos.
Oh, why me? So friendly.
Well,
You look more
because
noodleable than me.
I was about to say he has target. He can look at the big turtle and say, "Needle don't work."
The fuck?
See,
Ain't
he
gonna
has
go
an
well.
into 4. He has big brain.
A
Well,
there
friendly
you go.
person wouldn't pull out their sword while saying
They
hello.
pulled it first, okay?
They just turned around and looked. They took off their glasses.
He was reading. Anyway,
Get ready to go down.
he shoots needles at you, and they kind of just tink off of you.
Okay. I sort of look and go, I mean, are you sure we can't talk this out?
I don't know. It's your turn.
What was he reading? Can I see?
It's a mysterious book called "Oh, the Places You'll Go." It might be some type of teleportation spell book.
Hmm. Right. So, do I know anything about those creatures anyway? The one reading the book, let's say. Do I know anything about them? Like, are they... Like, bear in mind he was just reading the book. Are they usually known to doing that, or...?
No, they're usually very, very, very dumb.
Okay. You know, fuck it, let me try. Look. I think this is a really big misunderstanding. I didn't realize that we were barging on a new lot. I'm really sorry. You know, if we put away all our things and maybe try not to kill each other, maybe we can just, you know, go on with our days. How about that?
Persuasion?
Okay. Is the blight a fey fiend or undead? Just out of curiosity.
The blight is not.
Okay. Didn't mean anything actually anyway. Fuck it. I got +0.
Actually, how's persuasion work? Are you going up against their charisma? What do you pair it up against?
I don't know. Do they have
Probably
insight? Maybe. This thing, like, I'm telling the truth.
They don't normally. Yeah, you're not trying to like. It's not like an insight. Like you're trying to like, this man is.
Yeah.
Up against their wisdom. Oh boy, you're gonna have a great time with this.
I mean, probably not rolled an 11.
I'm dumbfounded. You managed to not persuade the literal walking plant.
Yeah. It still just seemed kind of pissed.
Yeah, you man.
Yeah, Stage 1 Dev isn't really my strong suit. I'm just gonna back away a bit, just so I'm not immediately in line of fire.
You back off into the doorway.
Yeah, because I can't do any actions, can I? Because, you know, I already did something. Actually, wait, can I... Hold on. Can I do this as a... Okay, as a bonus action, as I'm sort of retreating back, I just want to cast... Actually, no, I'm not going to yet. I'm not going to yet. I'm just going to sort of hop behind into a bit, like... Yeah, Stuart, very kind of a bit pissed. There was some guy reading in there. Being really disturbed there reading time.
Alright. It's your turn, Beth.
Alright.
What's the great STM gonna do?
Well, I was one letter off of something really bad.
I want to peek my head in through the door. I'm sorry we broke your door. Hold on. I'm sorry they broke your door.
There you go. Stuart never take fault.
Yeah.
You should get back to reading. We're just gonna leave.
Speak for yourself,
I
Stuart.
guess persuasion?
We are not good at this. Yeah.
The needle blight looks back at the right. The right now looking at the blight, and then turns his sight to you. Why did you break the door down?
They're stupid.
I seek glory.
I'm just here to explore. Like, we're just gonna get through, and he already has Zax, like, kind of stuck in the door anyway, so I was like, you know, I'll try and kick it through, then he decided to do a batarang through it. I mean, I'm surprised he didn't say anything when we first knocked, really.
I don't
blame
remember
you.
knocking.
I mean, we did shove an axe into the door, which is technically in a form of way knocking, but just with vicious intent. Bury the hatchet, so to speak.
Knocking with vicious intent. Yeah, no.
So we cool?
That's fair. I have nothing in this. Peek back over here. Have fun.
I mean, I'm standing by the doorway. I'm not in immediate line of sight yet.
Violence.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Wouldn't that come into play?
What's it now?
Hold
I
on.
feel threatened
Oh no.
because it would.
What was this, Florida, when you say I feel threatened so you can punch someone? We've all seen the video, okay?
What have you there? A knife? Good.
Yeah. Due to your paladinness, you would have sensed the presence of the right who is undead.
Mm.
So that's a good reason to batter a door down. There's heresy over there.
Well, yeah, basically.
All right, wonderful.
I don't know about you cowards, but that heresy ought to be smeared against the wall.
Sure.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'm not sure if I to explore really, but sure, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll help in a second if I'm not on. Yeah, sure, I can help.
Anyway, the right life drains you for 8 HP, Nick. And now it's your turn.
My turn?
No.
No, next turn.
Sorry, I was about to say, yeah, like.
Let's see here. Racial traits. Paladin stuff. Here we go. Let's see.
Oh no.
Can I lay on hands myself?
I believe you can.
Okay. I'll go ahead and recover myself for 8 HP. If that is something I can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll take your action, though.
That's fine.
You could do 10. It's in the segments of 5.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, cool.
It's been basically 2 weeks since I've done this, so.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
And you're back to full health.
Ha!
And,
So.
Yes.
Oh no, go ahead. Do I have any more actions or no? I think that's about it.
Nope. It is now the Needleblite's turn.
Alright.
He shoots more needles at you now. They kind of just ting right off your shell. To put it into perspective, these are like pine needles, except like the green ones that you pick right off the tree that are bendy.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of just slowly grin at him. And I wait for the white to try, the undead guy to try to do something.
Can I use the door frame as sort of full cover here? Bear in mind, like, angles and shit.
I mean, you're in cover anyway.
Okay, cool. Basically what I want to do is I want to cast Hex on the Reedy boy. Yeah, so I'm going to cast Hex on Reader. You know, I'm not saying the fucking names because I know I've already gone down once, so Apple.
Reedy boy.
Yep, anyway, So I'm gonna cast a hex on you and like, okay, now you're being a dick. Just cast that on, and so basically, whenever I hit a target with an attack, it will take 1d6 extra necrotic. And guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to attack it with my crossbow. Not sword this time because I'm a little bit injured. So basically, I'm just gonna pop around the corner and I've basically got a light crossbow. It's just been on my back most of the time, or like down by the side. Like, all right, let's see if this thing still works. I'm just gonna aim it and shoot.
Nice.
Does that hit?
You fire your crossbow at the needle blight, and with a satisfying thunk, it lands right in the dead of his chest.
Perfect. And then you notice a little bit of necrotic energy starts flowing out from that. So let's also roll for 1d6. That's an extra 2. And then I'll just pop back into cover and, you know, that'll be that.
Stuart Toadstool.
Oh, then also just shout out, hey, if that guy dies, I can cast it onto the other person, just as a heads up.
What do you do?
To be in this fight.
No, you can literally walk away.
Yeah.
Cool. I want to look for a scroll that either has a 1 or a 3 on it.
Nice. Well, on to the right turn. Stuart has left the combat area.
I sort of just noticed that, but I feel like it'd be worse to mention it, so I'm just gonna keep eyes on.
Well, the right is going to literally charge you. And, oh, go on.
Can I block him somehow?
Well, he's going to attempt to knock you down, so make an athletics throw.
Just athletics or athletics saving?
Oh!
There is no athletics save. It's just athletic throw.
Oh, sorry.
There it is.
One more thing as well. Also choose one ability when you cast a spell. The ability has the target's disadvantage on ability checks with that chosen ability. I'm going to say for the blight, it's going to be strength. This is a heads up. Now they're super weak. Yeah, now they're super weak. Little twig boy, get fucked. I literally snap him like a twig.
There we go.
So, the right charges you.
Mm-hmm.
And slams into you.
Mm-hmm.
Full force, all his body weight. You're still standing. He has now aggressively hugged you, essentially. Say, what do you do?
It's just knocking aggressive hug.
Charming. Is he on the floor? Or is he just sort of like standing there giving me a very aggressive hug?
So have you ever seen like a football player doing the tackle drills?
Yeah, one of those
He's
things.
basically doing that, except you're not moving. His feet are just kind of kicking up the rug.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold him by each wrist by my side, and then I want to just sort of fall on him. Seeing if that's going to crush him or not.
You're literally going to fucking spread eagle him and then fall forward on him.
Hey, he started it.
And now for the nutcracker. You're the nut.
You guys have nutrition without nut.
Okay. Considering via your description you are 340 pounds on top of the 5 pounds you're carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I... Yeah, we're just going to we're just gonna roll that as a 4. And now you have him pinned to the ground.
Huh. I was expecting this piece of heresy to be more frail. I kind of just shrug and get up. Do I get another action, or was that about it?
I would say you were more of contesting a grapple, and falling really isn't an action.
Okay. I take my axe and try to chop his head off.
Now, there you go.
There we go. Where are you, my friend? There we go. Yeah, I can live with that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do this two-handedly?
Of course I do.
You drive the axe into his head. Considering he's undead, he's still alive and writhing. But now there's a chunk out of his head.
It's a start.
All right. As for searching for scrolls, see if you can roll a perception.
Okay.
How about I'm back now? Oh.
19.
All right. That back up. And pull that back up. 19. Roll a 1d4. Nice. You find a scroll with a 3 on it. With a nice red wrapping.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure.
I got a 9.
Well, it's definitely a scroll, and it's magical. And considering the other one was a level 2, this is probably a level 3.
Can I open it?
Yeah, it's blank. Like the others.
I shrug. Nothing super interesting.
Alright. This time, we're gonna do something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Using all of his strength. Hold on. So if he's positioned like that, should be under 50. He's one off. In order to artfully dodge being destroyed by the massive turtle, avoiding the 5-foot opportunity attack range left him 5 feet short.
I just see him like coming up to the door, just struggling because he has disadvantage on strength checks.
The needle blight literally sneaking around the turtle, keeping his eyes, gets to the door frame, and then looks back at you.
I just have my sword out, like, hey friend. And with that, what I'm going to do is move in towards him and circle around to about here. What I then want to do is whack it with my sword.
Oh,
So it's like a plant kind of thing, right?
he's a plant.
Okay, I basically just tried to like decapitate the head, I guess. Like, I'm assuming it has like a neck. I just try to aim for like the spindliest part that looks vitally important. So I'm just gonna try and like do a whole swipe around the heads, and it doesn't seem like it's that much of an issue. Does that hit?
It does.
Alright, that's 10 slashing.
You completely decapitate the plant.
Perfect. The plant is gone, and with its hex, which was on it, I mean, I guess a 1d6 doesn't matter too much anyway. Target drops to 0 before the spell ends. You can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature. So, does that mean I can curse it now, or?
Let me read it myself here.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this is the hex.
Yeah.
Where's your hex?
First level spell. Below Arms of Hadar.
Oh, I thought it was ability.
No.
Place purge within range. Spell ends. You deal necrotic.
So I do have a bonus action left.
Yes, you can move it to
Okay.
the other guy.
So, sorry, just to check, is the undead guy kind of just pinned by Shintar right now?
Not pinned. He's on the ground with an axe in his head, though.
Okay. I then shift the hex over to that guy, and they are also going to have an issue with their strength checks. And then basically, as I'm sort of swinging through to do the decapitation, I'm then going to do a slight spin around, and can I do my backhand slash against the undead boy?
No, you're out of range.
If I was like move with it, could I?
No.
Okay. No problem. Alright then. In that case, I will just hold my ground and just say, hey, your boy's hex right now. He can't really move at will either. He's feeling a bit weak too. Heads up. Literally, actually. And I point towards the head.
Not a bad idea.
Alright. And right boy, he's gonna have to try and stand up with an axe in his head.
He's also got disadvantage.
Alright, so the right stands up miraculously and goes for a life drain on Ghost.
Correct.
Alright, cool. Well,
What's happening?
then we're going to use the longsword on Shintar.
Clink.
Wait, did he not do the life drain?
He has a multi-attack.
Oh, okay.
And he can use life drain in the place of one longsword attack.
Oh, I see. Okay. And I'm guessing that his didn't work against me.
Yeah. His was 10. You're 13.
Eee.
But the longsword does hit. I guess this guy has an arm on him.
Not for long.
So $11. Ooh. Boy, howdy, he hit hard. What are you gonna do to him? He's not gonna last.
See, that's illegal what he just did right there. As judge, jury, and executioner, I diagnose you with death. Battle axe in the head.
Nice.
That's some fucking Jason for
Roll
you.
that bitch. You don't.
Yeah, he's getting there.
All right. Cossack McGuire.
Okay. I'll just come around and say, hey, Shintar, I hope that your whole religious order or anything doesn't mind the whole necrotic shit I do. And as I do that, I'm basically... So he's just trying to strike Shintar as well with his sword, right? I want to try and attack his arm and then do a backswing across his chest. As I'm basically going to try and attack the white now. So, I am going to roll for the scimitar. Let me see. Doom. 1, 2... I could technically try doing that, but I get the feeling I probably don't have a lot of HP right now. So, I do first off one strike to try and hit his arm, and then the other strike I'm guessing misses.
You are correct.
Well, either way, one hit, so that is the hex on top of that. So I'm going to roll the hex damage. So add that hex damage upon that. That is a 16 on the strike that I tried to do across his arm to try and, you know, as I said, not for long.
All right. Well, you drive your sword deep into his arms. You get about halfway through his wrist.
I was done, I sort of tried dragging up and going with the backside, but I think I'll probably just overestimate it slightly and just swing by.
Yeah.
Yeah. Righty. But either way, as I also strike as well, you notice like little like necrotic like festering in the wound as well. All in his little like essence and shit. Yeah, hope you don't mind that whole necrotic shit when it comes to Holy Order, but they're undead. Oh well. I wonder if I'm undead. Huh.
Yes, I do wonder.
Yeah. Oh well.
Well, at least you haven't assaulted the Order yet, so
I know
consider
what it
yourself
is.
quite fortunate.
I know what order is. Let's just go and kill this thing.
All right. And now, attempt a life drain. That hits. Attempt this. That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
And you fall in combat once again.
How much did he do, just out of curiosity, as a life drain?
The life drain was 8.
Okay, yeah, because technically it's half of his necrotic, but yeah, that's still 4. Because I have resistance against necrotic.
You have resistance against necrotic.
Yeah, and radiant.
Nice.
But, you know, I still go down.
No, you don't.
Oh, I don't?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Oh shit, okay.
No, you're fine.
Oh shit, okay, so what, he tries to like life drain me or just sort of like strike off? Like, dude, I just tried doing necrotic on you, like, that doesn't work out. You can't just put it back on me. Come on.
You can't pull that shit on me.
I'm one of using necrosis, not you, motherfucker, okay? Come on.
Alright. And he's gonna go
Necrosity's nuts.
That, so that. And he goes to strike you with his sword, Nick. And, no.
Ha!
He's
That's
bullied
cool.
now. Bear in mind as well, he's
And now
still
it's
got
your
the
turn.
he's still got the strength disadvantage as well.
Really?
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I want to curb stomp his head. He's still on the ground, right?
No, he's standing up.
Oh, can I kick him and then
Yes.
curb stomp him?
Can a total drop kick?
Running in a turtle drop kick. I don't see why not.
Alright, yeah. Do a, athletics check. You fail to push him to the ground.
But I do kick him, though.
That's true. We'll do the unarmed. If you can hit that. Yeah, you do. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, you kick him in the shins for 4 damage.
Alrighty.
Huh, seem to have gained some weight.
I sort of looked into like, do you want to be one to finish this guy, or should I just finish the job? I don't know.
If
It's
you
like
wish to be my guest.
Alright, I don't know if it's like some order kind of thing where like you have to do it yourself, but okay. As sort of White sort of staggering back, I'm assuming like he sort of like stroops his head a bit. So as he's sort of stooping down, I'm just gonna try and uppercut his head off. So let's try one swing. That's a crit.
Okay.
Slashing 9 plus the hex, because why the fuck not? Just to see how much overkill I might be having here. Because also when a crit, the dice roll is doubled. So that's 5 damage on top of a 12. So you know what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of damage as I go up and strike his head with necrotic and slashing damage. I'll let you explain.
Well, as he just got kicked in the shins, he bends down to try and get his shins, and that's when you drive your sword upwards into his neck with the power of necrosis and whatever other bullshit you have up in your system. The head goes flying up, hits the ceiling fan, and lands on the books. He now has no health out of 45.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming back. I don't know if these guys act on, like, you know, with the heads connected to the body. I thought I'd double check, you know, like, make sure there ain't a head to a body.
Yeah, never hurts to be sure of these things.
Yeah. Hey, Stuart, we're done here.
Okay. I found another scroll.
Wait. Oh, yeah, sorry, Shintar. Stuart kind of just went off again to look for scrolls. He want to tell you during fights and you seem a bit preoccupied.
Oh, that's his business.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the opportunity to, let's see now, lay hands upon myself for 10 more health.
Wonderful. To rise up your lay on hands.
Okay.
I look down at myself. How fucked up am I? Actually, wait, no, I wouldn't look down upon myself and say, hey, do I look okay, by the way? I can't really feel much, so, you know, I need you guys to just let me know if I look a bit rough. What do you think? I'll sort of just put my arms out.
How bad is he?
You look fine.
Ah, cheers, Stuart.
Yes, fine. Enough.
How do I look out of curiosity?
I mean, I wouldn't go around chancing stubbing your toe.
Okay. I'm just really fucking badly cut up, probably bleeding intensely. I'm like, it could be worse.
Just be careful not to slip on the carpet he kicked up.
Yeah, I might be okay. We'll see.
I mean, you know, if we find any more heresy, we'll just have you sit back a bit. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. We'll be fine.
No, still do
That's
like
I
the
want
crossbow
to
shit
search
anyway.
the desk.
You search up the desk and you find an inkwell and feather.
Nice. What about the book that guy was reading?
It's the book, All the Places You'll Go.
I'll look at it.
It features an odd-looking creature using a weird flotation device as he travels a weird land of mystics, wonders, and swirls and dots and colors. I mean, you would never think of propelling plastic through the air and with fire and air.
I don't even know what
Why is he sitting in a wicker basket? That stuff's flammable. Obviously, it's the ramblings of a madman as he's hallucinating.
Yeah, I don't even know what plastic is. Wait, Stuart, do you know anything about scroll writing?
No.
Oh, okay. If you figure it out, obviously I got this other, like, scroll here. If you can write down something on it, that'd be great. Oh! I don't know if you know how, but maybe you can write down, like, a healing thing. That way I can just put it on myself, so I don't need to worry about you guys doing it for me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, cheers. Let me know if you got anything worked out. I'll just take a look at some of the other bookshelves, see if there's anything good on there.
On those particular bookshelves is more of failed copies
Failed copies of what?
of books that he was potentially writing.
Did I read some?
Well,
How many Google books?
Sure, I'd like for you to read out an excerpt of a failed book that he has written. That is very hilarious. I'm sure you planned out.
of course I didn't.
No, I'm sure you got this planned. Don't worry. I'm sure you got it somewhere down that at some point someone will probably want to hear about the embarrassing things Light is written about.
Need you to do me a favor and make a con save.
Oh, really? Really? As soon as you said it as well, I got raided, so thanks. Hi raiders, I'm probably about to fucking die because I so questioned if someone has written something embarrassing. Anyway, con save, fuck. Hey, 17.
As you lean in closer to inspect the books, a rat comes out and blows dust in your face. It doesn't do anything, but now there's a rat with dust in your face.
What, just like on my face?
Hey, blew dust on your face.
Yeah,
The rat's
just,
on the books.
Yeah, I just put the book back down. Yeah, it's just a rat. I'm not bothering with the dust, I'm just, sort of walking around still. I know some ratty books, pretty tatty, and it's all around just not that great. I made sure to continue talking after that. I really am being careful about rhyming.
Snaps over to the scene of Dr. Seuss's ghost just squinting at you.
Yeah. In real life, they're just at the fucking desk and like, you motherfucker, I nearly had you. Like, their arms are ready to a strangle, and like, I look over and they're just whistling. Can we just have that? Okay, too, I need to actually commission someone to do that. Like, just, Cossack and then just a ghost Dr. Seuss. Oh, God. The worst pairing. Anyway.
No, I can do you one for you. You know the Cat in the Hat movie where he has like that bat?
Oh, God.
It's that behind your character.
Oh, dear. Oh, God. Alrighty.
Anyways, after looting the room and killing the scholarly plant and his
He's getting
mentor,
better. Hopefully you're doing
and
well,
rifling
Ben.
through
How
the
you
books
doing?
and getting dust blown in your face, where do we go now?
Well, there is another door right there.
Yeah, sure. You want me to open it, or you want to bust through that?
Why don't
do some stuff?
why don't I just take care of this one? I'm gonna check it for traps. I seem rather insistent that you shouldn't be doing too much of anything immediately.
Yeah, I mean, I feel fine.
Yeah. You seem fine enough. Again.
I just move my shoulder and roll it around a bit. You hear some clicking and then snap. Yeah, you see, I'm perfectly fine.
This seems like you're normal, so you're fine.
Yeah. Sorry, here, I can do the door.
Grave danger.
Perpetually in danger. Perfectly normal.
Sweet. Snafu.
All right. Did you perceive the door or not?
I'm guessing I don't perceive much of anything.
Nothing's off at all.
All right. Is the door locked?
It is not.
All right. I open.
You open the door to find space. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Hell yeah.
More space in here. Oh, this door's already open and everything.
Uh-oh.
Poking my head around in here.
It's an altar.
Interesting. Do I recognize this?
Nope, not really much at all. Definitely not your god. Therefore, it's heresy.
Question. Can I do a religion check? And side note, is it something about fae, fiend, or undead?
Can you do a what religion check?
So, a religion check, but here's the thing, I have an advantage to recall information about fae, fiends, or undead. So, this thing, would it be a fae, fiend, or undead, like, reference?
Let me make sure. Let me refresh myself what a fae is.
Fae is, like, fairy shit, I think.
Yeah.
And then fae, fiend, undead, you know, something like that. Like, I can't do without celestial, but...
No. This is not fae, fiend, or undead.
Okay, can I just do a
Roll
straight...
your religion check.
Yeah, I'll just do a straight religion. Always worth to ask. Religion... 20.
Now, you recall you've witnessed the Church of the Winged Maiden before. Usually it's more praised by scholars. Usually prayed to for what would be considered writer's block of the time.
Right. Okay.
Um,
Hey, that's the, we
it's
made
just
him
the
thing,
blessing
right?
of intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah, now, Shintar, are you a part of the, we made him people?
No, I represent the Legion of the Universal Tube.
Ah, right, gotcha. Well, in case you didn't know these people, right, they, basically if you're bad at writing or, you know, you just had a hard time writing, you'll just pray to this one and then you'll get, like, you know, intelligence, wisdom and shit like that.
Yes, our scholars are more industrious than that.
Yeah. I know, I'm not really following on this crap too much.
Do you open? Without even double checking the chest, she hangs it open.
Yeah. Has the ring done anything, by the way? Have I noticed anything?
I don't know.
I'm worried.
This is one of the stupider items. Oh, I love it.
Oh no.
What did I...
You open the chest and you find a stool. A small wooden stool.
For
When I
fuck's
say
sake.
small, it is like palm-sized.
We've literally got toads and stools, like, come on.
It is frog-sized.
Oh god.
It's a show.
Now that you mention it, it is a frog-sized stool.
Toadstool has a toadstool.
Oh my fucking god.
For every item you find, the list grows smaller.
This is just like a fucking digipets. We're just looking after that one fucking toad we found a while back. We're gonna get to a stool and then a fridge and then a bed. Is this what we're doing here? Like, this is what we're doing. We're making a room for it just so we can shut the fuck up.
You just keep collecting small pieces of furniture, and in the dungeon you put them in a dollhouse and set it up.
Yeah, that's a fucking end quest. It's like some great god, like, oh, you made a house for my pet. Ah, lovely. Here's all the wishes you ever wanted. Like, I've got a ring that's probably gonna kill me, and then we're just doing fucking like dollhouse with a goddamn toad.
So you find the small stool. Tiny chair.
Neat. What happens if I try to sit in it? Because I myself am rather tiny.
Halfling, yeah.
Where's... Why did I call it? Okay, that's fine. All right, so you attempt to sit on the stool. It's kind of too small. It's like sitting on a small rock.
And nothing else happens.
No.
Okay, we'll
Basically, you put it onto the ground, and you're basically sitting on the ground with a stool underneath you.
what if we put a frog on it?
Try to use items with each other.
Combine.
Combine frog with stool. You've gotten toadstool.
What is this, Magica?
No, it's a survival horror
Okay.
game.
Okay. I want to try to give the frog the stool, but
That's-
before I do, I want to try to like keep him calm so he doesn't start screaming.
As soon as I see a frog coming out, I'm putting my fingers in my ears.
Can I do like a performance check to keep him calm?
Well, he only screams for combat situations when you take him out, so you're fine.
Okay.
I still have my fingers in my ears.
Unless you're going to combat with your comrades.
No. You want a stool?
He croaks happily as he jumps onto the stool.
Neat. I put everything back into my pocket.
Including him in the stool.
How? I put them under my hat.
So you, under your hat, you have a frog sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
Perfect. That'll confuse the enemy. Behold!
Now the question is Toadstool being controlled by a toadstool, or is a toadstool just a part of a toadstool?
The toad
It's
is
actually
simply on top
Ratatouille.
of the
No, this is Ratatouille, okay?
There's just another toad under the mushroom cat. Trying to puppet Stuart around like a fucking claw machine.
We all know something's wrong if Stuart actually comes in to do combat.
Fuck off.
You can't say I'm wrong.
Whenever the toad feels threatened, he just pulls out a spray bottle of spores or something.
It's like, fuck, gotta keep up the act. Just bring some fucking Febreze. I'm sorry. See enough shit. I'm just gonna go towards this door. I perceive what it is like. May I perceive the door to see for any traps?
let me catch up to where the fuck we are.
Yeah. It's fucking uncanny
you guys are
that
in
Toadstool has
this
picked up
one.
all toad-related items right now. Are there any more toad-related items, just so we know we can prepare?
That one's not even toad.
It's only toad related because I picked it up.
No, it's not even toad related when you picked it up. It just happened to be about the size that a frog would need a stool to be.
So it's a toadstool.
If you want to call it that.
We've made it a toadstool.
Yeah,
God
it's
damn
canon.
it, now it's canon.
Sorry, Drew, it's a toadstool.
Wonderful. The
You
door
have-
is stuck.
Alright, the tool's stuck. Perfect. I'm gonna
That
do a
can be
perception.
fixed.
I'm gonna do a perception check to see if it's trapped before we get a battering ram. Do I detect a
No.
trap? Alright. I say, alright then, it's up to you then, have fun.
I want to try something.
Sure.
I want to take the 3 skull. Scroll, not skull.
The number 3 scroll, yeah.
Uh-huh. I want to place it on the altar.
All right, you've placed the scroll upon the altar.
Give me a healing spell.
Nothing happens.
Stuart, are you performing heresy over there?
I'm telling it to give me
Unacceptable.
a healing spell.
No gods before the electrician. Or someone like him.
Dumb. There's only frogs. Whatever.
To break the tension, I kick the
picked
door.
Scroll back up.
All right.
They attempt to kick the door to break the tension.
All right. Roll athletics then.
Alrighty. 23.
You successfully kick the door in.
Yep. Hey, I got the door. Come take a look.
More
Oh.
door.
Good job.
Well, look, I don't know about you, but if I was to say anything looked like a trapped hallway, I would say this looks like a trapped hallway. I'm just gonna say that for the time being.
Very astute. I wish to roll a perception check for traps.
All right. Nothing.
Well, it seems plausibly safe.
Right, hold on. Before you do that, I got an idea. Can I go back and get the body of the white?
Sure.
Alright, I go back and grab the body and I throw the body through the hallway.
All right. Athletics check that.
Alrighty. 10.
Athletics chucked that.
You meekly throw the body and it lands about halfway down the hall.
Well, didn't land on anything that seemed to cause an issue. Guess good. Who wants to take lead?
If nobody else is going to proceed, then Shintar just starts moseying on down the hallway.
Alright. Is that, you told me to stay behind, so you didn't feel like I was that good?
I never said that.
Okay.
This door isn't trapped, is it?
You didn't check it.
I did now. Fuck, it's dark in here.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, you said it's dark?
Yeah, no,
whatever.
it's not that, not trapped.
Is it actually dark in here, by the way? Like, what is the actual lighting?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
According to the official,
Hmm.
it is considered dark.
Okay, I've got dark vision. Hey,
But
let me
for
know if
the
you need a
sake of-
hand. Sorry, continue.
Well, I'll just let anyone who needs to finish their thing.
Alright, you know what? Just because I feel like doing it, and because you complained that it was dark, I'm going to take just one of the Seuss books from my inventory. So can I just take that?
Mm-hmm.
So what I then want to do is I want to cast a cantrip light on it. You touch one object that is no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. Until the spell ends, the object sheds bright light from in a 20-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 20 feet. Light can be colored as you like, completely covering the object with something opaque blocks the light. Spell ends, you can cast it again or dismiss it as an action. If you target an object held or worn by a hostile creature, the creature must do a dex save. So basically, you just take one of the books and it just starts to glow with like celestial light. Some real like holy shit. So I'd say, here, Shintar, hold on to this. You said it was dark?
Oh, impressive.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that, people don't see quite as well as me in the dark. So here, take a hold of that. Try again.
All right, I take another look at the thing.
All right.
Actually perfect!
So you take the book from Cossack, and you turn
Jesus.
around, and you manage to have somehow missed the cannon-sized hole super soaker filled with acid sitting just off to your left.
Ah, nice. I'm just going to take a few steps back.
You see something?
Yes, enough acid to knock out an entire legion of hippies.
Oh, right. Okay, do you know how far we need to be back? Or, like, you know, like, am I okay here, or?
If we're to open this door, we should probably shoot it.
Okay, I mean, we have a corpse here we can throw at the door. We've done it before. I throw a motherfucker at the door and, you know, see what happens.
I pick up the corpse.
Right.
Motherfucker throwing, let's go!
I throw a motherfucker.
Athletics.
I didn't forget this part that we did.
The corpse slams against the door.
Does the acid go off?
No.
I pick up the corpse again and throw it at the door.
Do it again.
I shouldn't find this entertaining, but I do.
The corpse slams against the door again.
Hmm.
You want to double team this one? You know, we both do like a 1, 2, 3 heave on it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. I'll take what's left of the arms. You take the legs. We'll do like a 1, 2, 3, and then we'll launch it. How about that?
There we go. Sounds good.
Right. Do you want me to roll advantage with this? Because I've got a +6 my athletics.
Well, did you go get the corpse again?
Well, of
Did the
course we
trap trigger?
Well, I'm curious on which one of you decided to grab the corpse.
Oh, okay. I guess Shinto
I
did,
guess-
then I was just shouting it.
I guess I'll grab it, yeah. With the back of my shell turned towards the massive fucking hole.
You go to pick up the corpse. You go to pick up the corpse when the door opens and says, "Do you fucking mind? We're trying to sleep."
Oh,
wait.
my bad.
Sorry to bother you.
Wait, he opened
Well-
the door.
He closes the door. Yes, the acid spray goes off.
Fuck.
Bitch!
No.
Fucking hey.
With acid dripping from the back of your shell, you pull the corpse back to safety.
Alright, do you want to try a different tactic this time? Because now we know there's people on the other side of the door. So we could try something else here, actually.
Yes, we could try a different fucking door.
Or we politely knock on it, and then we ask them if we can come through.
Alright, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just step back.
Try a different door.
I see no issue, so I'm just going to do a gentle knock on the door and then step away from the trap. Like, I want to do a gentle one, just that way it's loud enough to people who are listening, but, you know, not too loud that people are going to be woken up.
The knocking resolves nothing. Plus, the trap's already triggered. It's not going to go again.
Oh, okay. Housekeeping.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Nothing.
okay. We'll come back later, I guess. I don't know.
The door's definitely not locked anymore.
No, Monsieur Plant Monster no home.
I mean, if the door isn't locked at least, we've made progress, so I'm gonna walk away. Alright. Well, that was an adventure. What else you got
Shintar
to
is
look at?
notably silent.
And wet.
Does anybody have a towel?
That might be the one thing I don't have on me. You want me to use my coat or something?
I just pick up a. Actually, that
Just use a
altar
rug.
over there, is that like cloth or something?
It is an altar cloth.
Okay, I pick it up and rub off all the acid. It's heresy.
You rub the altar cloth on the back of your shell like a towel.
It's like a bear against a tree.
It tatters and pretty much dissolves.
I throw what's left of it over the head of the figure.
Do I know if this is like a sign that would get him fucking murdered or not? Bear in mind that I've done a religion check on this. Or are they pretty chill?
Oh, they're definitely not chill.
I think so far as I
None of
was...
the-
Yeah, okay.
None of the gods are chill.
I was like, yeah, hopefully no one saw that, or we might be in a bit of an issue.
Let them try.
Okay. I don't mess with the guards really, personally. I'm gonna take a look at this door. Can I perceive any danger?
That door? Do you perceive?
I don't know, but I will roll for checks. I'm assuming I'm allowed. That's a 9.
No danger.
Alright. Hey, I think this door's clear. So, you know, we can do stuff around this general area. I'm not going to say the other word or else that's a rhyme, so, you know, Rayquaza. I just step back. He told me to, like, just say a random word after a sentence if I think I'm going to rhyme, so that's what I'm going to do now. Pescatarian. What? You want me to rhyme now? Do you? Like, come on! I've got no other option! Pikachu.
Granted, I'll probably
Anyway.
omit additional non-rhyming words to break them, but you didn't rhyme, so...
I know, I'm just making sure.
Anyways, the door is not trapped, according to you.
Yeah, I don't think the door's trapped, so, you want me to kick it down? Or do you want to, stick around here for a while?
You be my guest.
Fair enough. I charge the door. Athletics check, I guess?
Mhm.
Alrighty. Now, I want to do, like, a shoulder charge into it, just so if it is a trap, I'm hopefully fast enough to go through it.
Mhm.
22!
You shoulder check the door and go flying in and find... a cat, a
Oh,
couple of rats,
hey
and a
guys.
nice steaming pond. About 2 or 3 feet deep.
Hey, kitty. I want to just, like, pull out a piece of meat from, like, my rations and try to offer it to the cat.
That cat token. It looks like he's seen things.
I swear to fucking god, that rat was human at one point. Christ. I had so many toads as well. What the fuck? There's no other cats here.
This creature is traumatized.
How the fuck did I get here?
Why didn't I give him a hat?
I was just looking at my ass and then I'm here. Well, I'm giving it meat. Like a piece of just like dried meat from like my ration kit.
I step around you and I poke my head through this other passageway. A single carpet in this room. I wish to roll perception to see if this is trapped.
What are you checking for?
It's just a single room with a carpet within it.
You roll and check it for traps? Is that what the 15 was?
Yes.
It's not trapped.
I peer through the portcullis. Huh.
A black bear surrounded by hair.
Ah, good. Food and entertainment. Unless one of you can bend a portcullis, there's nothing of value beyond that point.
Alright then, fair enough. I mean, should we take a rest in here? Like, it's pretty nice.
This isn't bad.
Yeah, anything through that one? No, that's just where we were, isn't it?
It seems to
Yeah.
be.
I mean, it's pretty cozy here. How about we just take a quick nap or, you know, a long rest, let's say.
Go with a long rest?
Can we?
Yeah.
Alrighty. In that case, what I sort of do is that I'll just sort of lay down on the floor and just get to a corner.
Cool.
Ugh. Hey Stuart, why are you here, by the way?
Bentley sent me.
Wait, who sent you?
Bentley.
Bentley?
Right, you say a name, but I don't know the name. Is that like a friend or something?
The frog.
Oh, a frog sent you here.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
Perhaps to
enough.
seek his compatriots.
You know, that is actually a pretty good answer there. Like, there are a large amount of frogs here.
You seem to have done well so far.
Fair enough. Well, I'm gonna go sleep on the floor. Shout me if you need me.
And I once again retreat within Michelle.
Who's Michelle?
God damn it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do I get a
Can
nightmare?
we kill him for that?
There's nothing
It's not a
about
rhyme,
puns.
it's a pun, but god damn it.
There's nothing about puns.
Unfortunately, not.
Maybe I get a nightmare. I don't know. I'm technically Eldritch. Oh dear. Alright, can we take a long rest or anything we should know before doing that thing? I nearly.
I think you're pretty good.
Okay, taking a long rest now. Okay, perfect. I'll just sort of wait back up. Oh hey, back healed up. Nice.
Yes.
Ugh.
Hold on. Technical difficulty.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, there it is. Okay. That'll work. Alright, so you all awake. How many hit points did you regen, Chaos, by chance?
I think I get all of them back on a long rest.
On a long rest. Oh, yeah.
Yep, long rest. So I should get them all back. So I'm right as good things.
Right and rain don't rhyme.
I don't care.
Anyways, you once again find yourself in the room with a nice hot spring.
Has the cat actually gotten any of the small marsupials?
No.
Okay. We're just vibing then, or
I mean, no. They're getting chased around constantly.
oh, okay. I see.
It's a
Well-
very bad cat.
Yeah. I'm going bad for it.
Yeah.
Should we help out the small fella?
You be my guest.
Alright.
There's one more door to
I pull up my crossbow.
investigate.
Mm-hmm. I put up my crossbow. Can I try to shoot a rat?
Sure.
Okay. And just, try and get my eye in for the day. I shoot at rat, 24.
You shoot the rat, and it just gets obliterated.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Shut up.
You have obliterated rat.
Okay. I take out my arrow. There you go, pal.
I'm fairly certain felines are not. What, God?
Oh no, I was just about to say, like, does the cat look disgusted by the fact I actually killed it, or?
No, it looks confused why the rat turned into powdered rat.
Oh yeah, I guess I kind of annihilated that one. Okay. Can I attempt to grapple a rat?
Yeah, you can grapple.
I want to grab a rat. Okay, that's what I want to do, and that is what I would like to accomplish with my life.
Athletics.
Okay. 23.
Alright. Just do one quick thing here. Alright. On the attempt to grab rat, you manage to successfully scoop up a rat into your hand.
Perfect. I sort of hold the rat towards the feline and say, hey, you want this?
The cat looks at you quizzically before running after the other rat.
Oh, okay. I take one of the other rocks, and can I just, like, sort of put the rat's tail underneath a rock, just that way it can't really move?
Sure!
Yeah, I just put it there, like, alright, I'll save it for later then. I never just wondered if you actually just assumed it's fun, did I? Oh well. I just sort of put the rat's tail underneath a rock. But done my good deed for the day. Time to kill some shit.
So where are we going now?
Well, I was
I
told
plan
that...
on.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was about to say, we were told that there wasn't anything great down below, but I still want to take a look. So Shintai, you said there was something bad, below?
One large mammal being surrounded by, I believe, 5 smaller mammals of lesser threat.
I look at them now. Now, are
They all start menacingly running at the portcullis.
Is the portcullis big or small? Can it get through the portcullis? Can they get through the portcullis?
They would stop pushing, yes.
Okay, I want to, just for good measure, cast something called, fuck that. I'm going to cast...
spell I call fuck this.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar on this shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Arms of Hadar. We need to make a strength thing for 11. They all need to.
I'm gonna rename the fireball spell fuck that particular area.
Yeah.
What is that squealing I hear? I turn around.
They've gone rabid! Arms of Hadar. I basically bend down and just giant eldritch like pinches start coming out my back and just start to slap all of them. You see me as I'm doing this shit.
They just start getting slapped.
Yep. I basically give him a bitch slap with this.
Arms of Hadar. Each creature in the area must make a strength save. On failed, they take 2d6. Okay.
God, I only rolled a 7. Yeah.
You have no idea how much I wish I had a holy hand grenade right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Here.
Oh yeah, I can also recharge a book for you later, I guess. Just let me know once you're done with this whole situation here.
Right.
So we'll do that 4 more times. And what's the strength?
It's an 11, and if they do save, they take half the damage.
Cool. Alright. And your 2d6 was a 1 and a 6, so it was a 7. So we'll say that's 3 failures. 1, 2, and 4. Alright.
Okay, so I do that. Can I do another thing as well?
Sure.
Because they're not getting through yet, so I'm just going to place down a bear trap. Just in the middle here. I'm just going to place that down to get it ready and then start stepping back. Like, yeah, we might want to deal with this whole thing going on. Yeah, it ain't good.
Nope. That's, I remember those things ravaged a village of ours once.
Really? Well, that's great. I pull out my crossbow.
Not that I would probably do anything, but I pull out Bonebiter.
So, I've got a bear trap down there. I'm also going to get my crossbow and I'm going to take pot shots at them. Can I shoot my crossbow at them until they all die?
Sure.
Alright, I shoot once. Does that hit?
It's actually not supposed to.
Yeah. No. Actually,
Okay.
no, it doesn't.
Fair enough, don't worry, I've still got 19 more shots. So, I fire again. Does that hit?
No.
Okay, because I'm not looking at these right now. I'm just clicking the button. Okay.
So let's see.
17.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on. Hold on.
And what's the bear trap?
The bear trap? Let me see.
Hunting trap.
13 deck save. They all need to do that. And I did try to shoot again with 23.
Okay. Which one do you choose to hit?
The one that looks most fucked up. Like the one that looks like it's going to do. The one that looks like it's. No, like the one that looks like it's most out for blood.
They are all equally ravaged.
Okay, I'll just shoot the one before it goes through the bear trap. Like, I want to shoot before it goes through the bear trap. So, yeah, one of the ones with 3 HP. I'll just shoot one of them.
So it needs to be the 13.
All of them need to, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the bear it can only be used on one.
Yeah.
So we'll say you shot that one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say this one got trapped.
Okay.
And what's the damage on it? A D4?
Oh, one more thing actually. Sorry. Arms of Vador as well. They can't take reactions until its next turn as well, just as a heads up.
Alright, well.
Just, you know, extra thing.
So 2 rabbit is snared, and that does not stop the 6 rabbits.
Okay. Can I do anything else before they are on me?
We're going to roll another +3. Ooh, this one gets through the fence as well.
Can I do something?
Yeah, I mean, you can try after they take
Okay.
their turn.
Mm.
It's biting time. Oof.
Mm.
Well, 2 of them fail, but 1 of them crit hits.
Mm.
We'll just...
This could be a problem.
five. So we'll say this little piggy latches onto you onto your wrist
Mm-hmm.
and just starts munching.
Yeah. I don't feel it. It's probably fine. Okay, now there's something else I can do. Now I don't know how this works, but how the fuck do I do a blood curse?
Fuck if I know.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I can do a blood curse. Now I don't know if this is the same as a blood maledict kind of thing. Oh, use with blood maledict. Okay, so I need to use a blood maledict. So you invoke a blood curse a number of times per short rest. You can choose to amplify the curse using 1d4 hit points on yourself. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to shoot a fucking blood curse at one of the ones that are currently on the ground. As a bonus action, I can do this, so that's getting cursed. They do have blood in their bodies, I'm assuming, so it's perfectly fine. I'm basically just going to reach my arm out and extend like this ray that tries to freeze their blood and like clot it and make it go dry.
More.
You sort of see they sort of like shrivel in a bit as well as like the inside of their blood starts to dry out for a moment. We need to make a strength saving throw as well.
Mm-hmm. So which one are you cursing?
One of the ones that's still currently on the ground and in decent health.
Yeah, cool. We'll go with this boy.
Is it cursed?
What's the save on the curse?
Strength 11.
I guarantee you it saved, or it didn't.
Okay, perfect.
They have a -5.
Oh, okay, fuck yeah, fair enough then. With that then, I'm moving back with the one still on my arm, away from the rest of the motherfuckers. So one of them's cursed, one of them's on my arm, the other one's trapped, and there's one that's still free to move for this turn. And I guess we're rolling initiative.
Put an X on that rabbit, he's cursed.
Yep, so he can't move.
And then, Shintar, what do you want to do in this situation of him getting swarmed by stupid rabbits? Also, bitey. He's attached to your arm.
Yeah, I've got one on my arm and one's just free to move around.
Two. Oh yeah, one is free.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one free one, I want to try to swing at that with my axe. Because I really can't do anything else in this situation.
Alright, go for it.
Also, this whole time as well, I guess, Stuart, you've just walked in and seen this.
Yeah, I heard a lot going on, and I
You
was
hear-
just like, what
you
the
hear
fuck
bear
are they
trap.
doing now?
Yeah, you hear a bear trap shrink. You hear me go, oh, it's on my arm!
You missed the rabbit.
You white furry heretic.
But does the rabbit miss you? He sure as fuck doesn't.
Oh. Oh, shit.
A crit!
Is it time to do initiative?
Yeah, you can...
Hold on.
Oh, God.
Can I talk with the rabbit real quick? With one of them?
He bites down onto your arm, and you lose 7.
Fuck.
You want to try and talk to the rabbit?
Yeah. So what's going on? Why are you attacking them?
Are they a Fey Fiend or undead by any chance? They seem fiendish or undeadish.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, like I'm seeing vampire teeth.
Well, that's a good question.
Also, Drew, where did you find this image?
Oh, that's the Monty Python rabbit.
Oh, okay, thank fuck.
How do you not know that?
Look, I don't remember the rabbit. All I remember is that it was just a fluff ball that just shredded people. That's all I remember.
Right?
Yeah, that's all I remember. I don't remember the exact image of it.
All I remember, I've never seen Monty Python myself. All I remember was that there was a rabbit with fucking teeth.
Yeah.
I was like, while they're resting, I'll have them devour the bear and gain 9 HP each.
I am so glad I rested your arms of Hadar. Ooh, fuck.
So, what were we doing? You're talking to the rabbit,
Yeah,
trying to
I
ask
wanna
why it's
know
attacking.
why. Yeah, what's up? What's wrong, buddy?
You speak with animals, right? So you understand them. All right, they keep screaming blood. Blood for the blood god.
You know what? That's fair.
Shit. I thought we'd be on the same side then. I'm a blood hunter, come on.
Exactly, which is why you have blood.
Oh no. Is it initiative time now? Fuck.
Sure.
Alright. At least we've got one that can't move and the other one is on my arm, then one's just attacking Shinto, I guess. Oh, fucking A.
I got a 21.
I got a crit for a 23.
I don't believe it.
Dead ass.
Fucking right.
Alright. See if it actually, So that's 3 hairs. Might actually saved your guys' initiatives. That's nice. So, just to keep the order of things before going, I'm going to make 2 strength saves for the rabbits to try and free itself from the curse and the trap, respectively.
Oh, because it will just break out, because I didn't amplify it. Because it's basically, they can't use reactions until the end of your next turn, so once it's my turn, they can then start doing shit.
Okay.
Yeah, just as a heads up. I'm gonna bear that in mind. This rabbit on my arm, is it doing anything to actually hinder me right now?
It's just nomming. It's just nibbling.
Okay,
It hurts.
with the rabbit on my arm, I'm gonna go towards this. Well, I don't feel that. I'm gonna go towards this rabbit that I blood cursed and smack it with a scimitar. With this rabbit on me, so I'm two-handing the rabbit on, and I'm just gonna fucking whack it.
It breaks free of the trap.
Oh, no.
So you're just gonna beat a rabbit against the wall?
Yeah, I'm whacking it with a scimitar. I'm basically what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and swing it in a way that it does an arc with the point going towards a rabbit's like face to try and pin it against the wall. So that's a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit the rabbit that is blood cursed?
Yeah.
Perfect. Great. Now,
You chop it in half.
perfect. That's fine because I also want to do a backswing. If I was to continue my movement, can I then try to attack the rabbit that is on the bear trap, or well, breaking out the bear trap?
Well, this is the rabbit that's blood cursed.
Yeah, so I attacked the one that's blood cursed, so that one is now split in half. But I also have a backswing, and I'm wondering with backswing I could basically hit the rabbit that is.
You're not hitting the rabbit that was on your arm?
Oh no! Fuck that guy. He's just swinging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm letting that guy swing. I got a plan for him later.
Oop. The rabbit. Okay.
Yeah, no,
So
I'm swinging my sword with the rabbit on.
You wanted to kill this one, so I'll down him. He's now cut in half, and the rabbit in the blood in the trap is too far away for your swing.
Okay, can I move to make it a part of the swing or not? Or is that too
Not
much?
if you've already attacked.
Alright, fair enough then. Then in that case, I'm going to employ 2 weapon fighting. And basically, there's a rabbit on my arm. I don't like that. I'm going to basically take my dagger and stab into basically my arm where this rabbit is, and hopefully hit the rabbit and not my arm. I would like to stab the rabbit on my arm with a dagger.
Two weapon fighting?
Indeed.
What does that mean?
When you take the attack action and attack with a light melee weapon that you're holding in one hand, you can use light melee. Is this a light melee? Ugh. Is it?
A scimitar? I don't think is light melee.
No, it's two-handed. Yeah. Okay, there goes my plan then. Alright. Yeah, okay, that sucks. Oh well. I just have that rabbit basically shish kebabbed. Wait, with the backswing, can I hit the rabbit on my arm?
You could if you want.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? Basically, as I'm skewering this one, I then swing it back to hopefully slice it just over my arm in like a sword flick.
Oh, double blades. That's why I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I'm
double
I don't
bladed
even see a
scimitar.
fucking. Alright, cool. Did you know you're not wearing your armor?
I'm not?
No, you're not wearing your scale mail at all.
My screen I am.
Alright, well.
Yeah, because on my screen it's a 16 AC.
For me, it was 13.
Oh, fuck, okay, thanks, Drew. Oh,
congrats!
Right, well basically, as I'm coming back from this arc, I'm going to do a backswing and basically just swing the sword around my arm. You know, it's a little bit of pain, but it's fine, and hopefully I can cleave one on my arm right now. So backswing with scimitar, tell me if it hits, and we're only going to take one of the die as an attack. That's not good.
No!
I don't hit it.
It does not hit the bunny.
It just sort of goes above and I should stab it on my hand. I'm like, ah, fuck.
Also, let me rectify your health because you were not 41 out of 31.
I mean,
that was a bad one.
It doesn't matter to me.
There we go.
There we go.
Anyways, no, you do not hit the rabbit.
Right, sure.
And nor do you hit yourself.
Yeah, I just sort of swing over and go, don't worry, I got this!
Onwards to the rabbit gnawing down on some turtle meat. We're going to continue to try and gnaw down on some turtle meat. Easy peasy.
This angers the turtle.
It angers a lot of people. 5 more blood to the blood god.
Give me back my blood, you fucking thief!
And now 2 Stuart Toadstool motes fell.
Okay, so there's only 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The one that's currently nomming on the turtle.
Yeah.
Infestation.
I was gonna bite it off.
So I take his blood. And it is now my blood.
Infestation. Okay.
What's that gonna do to me since it's technically connected to me?
Oh.
Con saving.
It's a target.
What?
It's a target. So it's not going to do anything to you.
Uh-huh.
And at what level do you want to cast Infestation? Do you have it at any other levels? No, you only have it at
No,
one.
it's a cantrip.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah, shit. Warlock shit is great.
And I have to get a 14 con on a hair?
A heretic. Get it? Get it? Please don't con save me.
Please don't con save me.
Look, I can't rhyme. I'm doing anything else I can. Fuck you. I feel like we should have that on a shirt. Just please don't con save me and just like a little DnD dice.
It takes 3 damage from the parasitic attack.
Sweet. You can still bite it, but it also
Okay.
got some of its blood.
All right.
It got
that's
some
fine.
crunchy bits.
I have one
Yeah,
without
extra
crunch on
protein.
mine.
Would you like it to have mite, fleas, or parasites?
Ooh.
Just for flair. Doesn't change anything.
Parasite.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, that's in the blood. That's in the flesh.
All right, now it's turtle time.
Man, do you
Yeah, I'm just gonna. What?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna crunch down on it and sort of whip it around like a rabid dog.
Hmm.
Oh god.
Madness envelops me.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're gonna look at. All right. Eight.
Okay.
You pretty much unhinge your jaw and take its whole head into your mouth and
Oh,
start
God.
ripping it around like a rabid dog. You hear the snap of its neck as it dislocates. Now there is limp bunny in your mouth.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just spit that onto the floor.
Wait, what's talking bottom right? By the way, in case you can't see, take a
You
look
spit it
down.
onto the floor where it begins to move. The parasites have taken over as it starts to slime its way over to the corner.
Ooh.
Amazing.
I should have brought some mouthwash.
That's the worst thing I've seen today.
I was not ready for today.
We only just woke up as well, like literally like 5 minutes since waking up. This has happened.
Let's battle some hairs.
I've already done like the arms of Hadar. I've reached into the abyss, literally pulled them out, had to go trapping shit, and now I've got a goddamn rabbit on my arm, and it's not even like 30 minutes awake. I haven't even had coffee yet.
All right. It bites, and yeah, these rabbits have a knack for critting.
Oh no.
Nine.
Okay. Not much else to say about that.
And he continues to munch on your arm.
Yeah, I just looked
Whatever.
down at it like, you really like this blood? Come on.
Oh boy, 3 a.m. as the other rabbit goes to hit you with his bite.
Wait, hold on a second. I need to check something really quick about Bear Trap.
He escaped it with a 13.
Oh, he
Or
escaped
14.
it. Oh, okay. Oh, so you escape it on the number. Okay, gotcha.
Yes, I count successes, both good and bad, on the number.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes flying behind you because he misses the bite.
Is that a bite of 87? Sorry. Sorry. That's the only thing I'm sorry. No, Beth, don't leave.
And
Beth. Beth.
No.
Beth.
Stuart has sat himself on the stool
Okay.
with his toadstool stool.
Oh dear. Alright, I'm gonna take my dagger and go, alright, don't play the knife game! And I'm gonna stab into the bunny on my arm. So, does that hit?
Nice. It does.
Alright, perfect. I stab it right in, and hopefully I don't hit my arm, but even if I did, I wouldn't feel it much anyway.
You stab it headlong into the rabbit.
Perfect. I then pull out the dagger and throw it at the other hare. Because I can do that with
The
two
live one or
weapon
the
fighting.
dead one?
The live one. One that has 2 HP, because 2 weapon fighting. A dagger is a light weapon. I know how to play D&D now. I'm gonna throw a dagger at it. Does 16 hit?
You're gonna throw the dagger.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the rabbit.
I mean, I could.
I was about to say, I don't know if... I mean, I guess they're pretty light. I guess I could classify them as a light thrown weapon.
I mean, look, it's up to you, Drew. Either I threw the dagger or I threw the rabbit. Yeah, I'll let you decide. Just know that it hit with a 16 and has a piercing damage of 7, so it goes to you first.
You fucking throw it like a dart.
I made a weapon with a weapon. Time to use it.
Regardless of the quantum state of what flown through the air, it does in fact murder the rabbit.
There is now a hair pinned by another hair on the wall. Well, I probably ruined my coat a bit. Oh well. I just all wipe off some of the blood. Well then. How do I look? I just sort of hold out my arm. How's it look?
It looks decent.
Do I see bone, and should I be mildly worried about how much health I might have lost?
Oh no. I mean, it looks like you pulled something out of the oven with an oven mitt off, but...
Okay. Alright. I'll deal with that.
Just some cold water.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I mean, I have a ring of water.
I'm gonna peer through the portcullis again. What are the bars made out of? Can we get through that?
Let's find out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hello, Stuart.
Oh yeah, Shinto, one more thing. I'll light up a book.
Oh yes, of course. And I hand you the book.
Yeah, don't worry, I can just cast it on you anyway, it's fine.
It is a wooden portcullis.
Bone biter is also wood biter.
Oh dear.
Shall I give it the good whack?
You certainly could if you wish.
I give the portcullis a good whack. As soon as Stuart's out of the way, of course.
Well, he says the last of all things in there.
You cleave and get about 2 of the bars off. 2 of the 6 bars.
I continue cleaving.
Okay. You keep chopping until eventually you get through to the lovely room.
I see what you mean by that was some bad business in there. Oh. Someone's at a feast.
There was a large bear in here the other night. Was the word.
It's probably dead. I take a look in the coffin.
You take a look at the coffin.
Yeah, I want to open it. Curiosity's gotten the better of me. I have a crowbar. I'm going to use said crowbar on the coffin. Wait, apparently I don't. Do I? Hold on.
Do you have a crowbar?
I just want I had a crowbar. I don't know. Either way, I have a mess kit that contains a cup and simple cutlery, so I'm going to use a type of spoon. And, like, try to, like, you know, prop it open. No, I could have sworn I had a crowbar. Oh well. I'll try and, you know, pop open the coffin. Oh, actually,
So you
hold on, actually wait, before I do. I just want to turn to Shinji. Hey, you're good at detecting things that are bad, right?
More or less.
You feel anything from the coffin?
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Wish to use divine sense on the coffin.
All right. You attempt to sense the coffin and its divine magics. And did you roll it?
I think it's just a sense of detecting an undead creature around.
Yeah, I think that's just a sense that I can do. I can detect, let's see. Let's see. Location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet. And I can do it 3 times per long rest.
Oh, divine's okay. You're doing that.
This one here.
Yes. No, none of that.
It's clean.
Alrighty. I pop open the coffin.
All right. You pop open the coffin. Go ahead and roll 1d100.
Oh dear. Okay, 1d100. Sure. Did that roll? No, that's 2d100. That should be 1d100. Thank you. Alright, that's 81.
Ooh, wow! You actually got one of the cool guys.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Now, bear in mind, you haven't said that between literally any other item we've found, even that ring. I'm mildly worried.
26. You find yourself a longbow. But not just any longbow.
Mm-hmm.
It could be enchanted. Let's find out. No, it actually is.
Oh.
Alright, time for the first mixed magic flask of fucklery.
Oh dear god, okay.
For this longbow was enchanted. Probably by these 4 dead dudes who like to carry coffins around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wondered about that.
What's funny is if you listen real closely, you can hear coffin dance.
Yeah, I was about to say, do I hear it? Is that what the bow is enchanted with? It just has that as like it's moving around. Like, I don't know if that's an enchant, but can that just be a side thing as well?
You know what? Sure.
Yeah. Just that as a side thing. Musical bow of death.
I actually mean legit. If you zoom in and like center it on the coffin, you'll hear the coffin dance.
Oh, okay. I thought you mean like the bow itself was doing the coffin like dance music or something. Oh yeah, I actually can't hear it.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, I can't hear anything either. Do I have my sound off? No, it's on. Stuart's in the coffin.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, this bow, tell me about it.
It gives you a free charge of divine sense. All to yourself.
Wait, so just pick up the bow, like... I was like, yeah, bow seems funny. So divine sense, that's the thing about detecting good and evil, right?
That's the thing Nick just did.
Righty. Yep. Does it do any more when it comes to damage or anything like that?
Nope.
Righty.
But simply having the longbow on your possession gives you divine sense. 1 charge.
Sweet. Hey, I'm feeling pretty divine about this sort of shit. I don't know if I should really hold on to it. Bear in mind that I'm kind of an aberration against God anyway. You want it, or... I mean, it's a bow, so I don't know if you really plan on using that, but, I mean, you can use a crossbow if need be, but, you know, just putting it out there.
This would also give you an extra charge.
I suppose I'll take it if you're offering.
Yeah, sure. You know how to use a bow?
Do I know how to use a bow? I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Yeah, fair enough. It's not too hard. You just pull back the thing and hope it hits. That's what I do.
Yep, I just kind of shrug and holster it.
Do we hear coffin dance on the bow?
Sure.
Yeah!
My war cry.
I'm surprised no one hears it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Also, it's probably hoping we don't hear
stop
it.
working.
Because, you know, copyright and
Maybe,
shit.
maybe not you, but
Yeah. Right.
maybe I do think. Maybe I need to save it. Sure, just don't go near the coffin. Anyways, you wander into the next room. There's a desk.
What's the book?
What's on the desk?
Big books
Okay.
and some orbs on the shelf.
Ooh, orb.
Ooh,
I want to touch
What's
it.
that?
ooh, orb.
I want to touch it. Can I touch the orb?
You grasp the orb. It's
I poke
orby.
it.
The orb is soft. That's disturbing.
I poke it harder.
The orb breaks. It was a water balloon the whole time.
Wait, I have a ring of water. What does that do?
Yes.
It doesn't do anything with this. There's water.
I don't know.
I don't know. Does anything happen?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for something to happen now.
Yeah, like the water bursts. I just stand for like a straight 10 seconds, just waiting.
Maybe there's not enough water.
I get my water skin and I take a drink.
You drink the water.
Fuck! I pour some of the water onto the ring itself from the water skin. Like, just a little bit.
You now have a wet ring.
This ring's a piece of shit.
I want to stress something.
Wait,
Not
Wait.
particularly talking about this item, but go on.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I run back to the hot spring.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to the hot spring and I'm just going to lay in it.
Now, are you laying down in the hot spring?
Laying down in it.
Okay. Like, underwater. In the hot spring.
I'm going to say to everyone, hey, if I don't come back in 5 minutes, assume that I'm dying and need your help.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna first off sit in the hot spring.
Mm-hmm.
Anything?
No.
Okay, I'm then going to lay down my head above the hot spring.
Alright, cool.
Anything?
No.
Then I'm going to get out of the hot spring and put my head in it.
Cool.
What happened?
Nothing.
Okay, I then lay down in the hot spring. Fully.
Under the water.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I take about 2 minutes doing that. And then I lay
Nice.
down. Anything happen?
You lay down in the hot spring after 2 minutes?
After 2 minutes, yeah. Because I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna get stuck here, then it's something. But, you know, after about 2 minutes, I then lay down into the water.
Alright, cool. You've now submerged yourself in the water, correct?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
assuming nothing happened.
No. Something happened.
Oh, fuck.
You're under the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, you're under the water.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I then look at the ring, and I wait.
Alright.
I then attempt to breathe water. Just in case. And then if I can't, I'm then going to get up and splutter. Actually, wait, before I attempt to breathe water, I'm going to try and get up. Just make sure I can.
You cannot.
Oh no. I cannot get up from the water.
No, you're wearing
Okay.
a ring of water sinking.
Ah, perfect.
The
I
opposite
take off.
of a ring of water walking, this ring will let you stay underwater. Or no, I'm not going to say will let you stay. This ring will force you to stay under any surface of water.
Perfect. In that case, I'm going to take off the ring.
You remove the ring.
I get up.
You exit the water.
I then take off a ring and put it into my bag and go, yep, alright. That's shit. By the way, I didn't take
It
off my
would be
clothes or
great if
anything.
you were a fish person.
Yeah. I didn't take off my clothes or anything, so I just walked back dripping wet. And then I just look at him and go, I found out what the ring does.
And?
Yeah.
Put it this way, make sure you can hold your breath for fucking ever as you can't get out of the water once you're in it.
Oh, that sounds useful. I'll take that.
Really?
Yeah, I can hold my breath.
No,
Oh,
I want to.
Alright.
I want to stress this on some other thing. One, just because it's a ring, you can put it on any part of your body.
Okay.
And two, if you manage to, through trickery or brute force, make an enemy wear it, the properties of said items are transferred onto the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
So I'm not saying that if you put the ring on a rat and then threw it into the water that it would stay at the bottom and drown, but that's exactly what would happen.
Yeah, let me show you actually. I'm gonna then head back to the hot spring. Here, follow me, I can show you exactly what it does. Would you like to see exactly what it does?
I'm certain I can appreciate.
No, I can really show you what it does if you really want to check.
Hey guys, you want to see a rat drown?
So what did she say to you this time?
No, we didn't say anything.
Oy vey. Alright, well,
She's asleep. They don't give a care. As long as we don't make a very
door
loud
over here,
noise.
what does that do?
Okay, I was literally about to say as long as we don't make a loud noise, Cheese probably won't wake up.
Okay.
You just made a loud noise. We'll see if Cheese wakes up. Oh dear. I just been told.
You know, there's an open door over
game.
here. I'm gonna poke my head in and see what's going on.
Oh. So.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Anything in there?
Okay.
I don't think it'll be a problem.
Already? Okay. I take a peek in. No. I walk out. And I have my sword ready.
Is this
Hey.
is this door trapped?
Let's find out.
I'm just gonna put Cossack back in just to take a look, like, because I think someone didn't see it in chat. I just want to show you the angle in which we see shit. Yeah. That's what we fucking see when we walk in there. Okay. Are they following us by any chance? Like, if I'm looking at the door with my sword out over here, am I seeing them come?
No. So that's the archway. Perception, you don't see any traps.
Alright, I want to open the door.
Alright, you open said door.
I want to go indoor.
You have entered.
I then wish to quietly usher everybody into this door. I close door.
Beautiful.
I put a bear trap on the door. Just in case.
You hang a bear trap on the door.
Now here's the thing. I saw them fucking fly, didn't I? Right?
Yeah.
So here's what I want to do. I want to have the door open a crack, and I want to have the bear trap on top of the door. That way, if they open the door, the bear trap goes into their face.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's going to trap them to the top of the door, not to the ground.
Gotcha.
I say, don't open that door, or we've just made a pseudo trap in there.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't a rhyme.
Alright. So we got... and... I'll be rolling that one. Because that's the same as the longbow before. Okay, and...
So it's another fucking toad item.
Alright. You open the crate to find a nice shiny dagger. It's normal as fuck.
As far as we can tell, or is it actually unironically normal?
Unironically normal ass dagger.
Oh, okay.
It's shiny.
Shrug and put it back in the chest.
I mean, daggers are cool. You want a dagger, Shintar? I already have one, but, you know, if you want it.
I have no use for such small weaponry.
I do. I'm gonna take the dagger.
I come to examine this door.
All right. Door looks completely normal.
I attempt to open.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You open the door. It's the dumbest trap ever. You open the door and a brick falls on your head.
That's a sound brick made.
Please
I
roll
just-
a con save.
We literally just did this to the other door.
Your turtle ass falls to the ground.
Can we just give a bonk?
It's literally just the horny bonk sound.
Yeah. Imagine everyone go, oh, someone already beat me to the punch with that trap. Huh. You okay there, Shintar?
I pick up the brick. Here, catch.
You throw a brick at me?
I'm very tempted to.
I'm like, okay.
I
I get
open the
ready to catch a
door.
brick. I get ready to catch a brick. I'm ready.
You open the door, now brickless.
I'm sad I didn't get a brick thrown at me.
It seems to be a room full of stuff.
Yo, is that a gun? Oh no, it's a stick.
Is that a gun?
Look, from a moment it looked like a gun, okay. I looked towards the chest, like, hey, who wants to open up this one?
Yeah, might as well.
Yep.
I open the chest.
With the fucking... Okay. Do you at least get something cool? No, you don't.
Oh.
I'm not gonna let you go coolless. Okay, that one's gonna be fun. Is it? Sure, we'll go with that. Special.
Okay.
Let's find out. No. You find a normal ass longsword.
Mm-hmm. I kind of just sort of fling it back in there half-assed. All
Yeah.
disappointed looking.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I always preferred the large weapon myself. As you can probably imagine. I just pat back the scimitar.
So what's the deal with the stuff on these tables?
No clue, but that's a snake on it. Look at the snake one.
It's a snake staff.
Arcana! Let
Alright,
me
go
do
for it.
that, because I don't trust that shit one bit. Is it Fae Fiend or Undead by any chance in its nature?
Maybe fight.
Oh, so I get an advantage. Thanks, Drew.
Be slightly fey.
Thanks, Drew. 17.
So, I mean, this staff, it's a bit big for your average fey. Because, you know, fairies.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But it's reckoned to guess due to its construction that it was actually a small fey statue mounted to a stick.
Hmm.
And someone used it as a staff. Now, religious idols don't necessarily carry magic items, So they probably used it more akin to a mace.
I
But
don't
hey.
think it's magical.
It is not magical, no.
Alright, I just pick it up like, hey, it's basically a mace Shintar. Don't know if you want a bone breaker, another bone breaker, because this will break a bone, I guess. I also just pick it up and like, give it a little swing.
Does it seem sort of medium or heavyweight?
Pretty light.
Thank you, but I have no desire.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, pretty cool, so I'm gonna take it anyway. I'm just gonna, take it because it seems cool. I'm gonna use it as a crutch if need be.
What about this, what about that kimono-looking thing that's over by Stuart?
It is quite literally that, a kimono.
Okay.
It is a pretty kimono.
Uh-huh.
I look at the other orb.
The orb. A
Yes.
rather big orb. Crystalline this time.
I look into it really hard.
And the orb looks hard at you back.
Actually hard for me back? Like there's a sentience behind it, or just like an orb?
I don't know. Do you perceive a sentience?
Do I? Do I need to roll a check?
Yeah, you might want to.
Okay, investigation maybe?
Maybe.
Secret? Okay. Is it Fae Fiend or Undead?
No.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, I might as well ask, Because I only got 5.
Yeah.
There we go.
You shrug off the weary feeling that giant Sauron-looking eye is actually painted on.
It's an orb with painted on eye. Give it a poke. I tap it like a fishbowl.
Tap it like a fishbowl.
Is the eye pissed off?
No.
Yeah, it's just cool orb, I guess. Should we, actually be taking any of the stuff here? Because I just see
That's
a
up to
fucking rock
you.
over there. Like, I just see a fucking rock. I don't know what's up with that rock. I'm now really curious about that rock, actually, because there's an orb and a cool stick and a Komodo, and then it's just a fucking rock. Like, there was a brick on the door. I want to see this fucking rock. I look at the rock.
Perhaps that rock was meant for the door.
Maybe.
Fortunately, it vacantly.
That would imply that the brick was meant for the table.
I immediately think of that, but now I'm looking at the rock. What is up with this fucking rock?
It's a rock.
Is there a name? Is there like a nameplate on it or something?
There is.
What does
It
it
says
say?
rock.
I don't trust it. Arcana check. Is it Fae Fiend or Undead in nature?
It's undead.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. At advantage.
Wait. I smell heresy.
I got an 18. What do I see?
You see a rock.
Yeah. I just look at it and go, yeah. There's a rock.
And the rock is undead, you say?
I don't know, might be out of feeling, but
Okay, you think or you know?
I don't know, sometimes I have a feeling, and then sometimes I feel a bit better about when I search something. Like, I had a feeling it was a bit undead, so I went and looked, like, I don't know, maybe some old thing that died and became a rock. Maybe it's just giant kidney stone.
No, I think I'd probably be able to smell that if it were a kidney stone.
Right. I poke rock.
The rock wobbles.
As if I poked it, or as if it has a life?
As if you poked it.
I know, I don't trust it. Hey, what are you looking at, Stuart?
Tiny statue of a halfling carrying the staff.
Huh.
It's akin to Stuart without a hat.
Hey, Stuart, you want to hold the staff?
What? Okay.
You pass Stuart the staff.
Yeah. Because it looks like him, so I'm
Nothing.
thinking, hey.
Nothing happens.
What of this mirror?
It's simply a mirror, but it rotates in all 365-degree directions. Nifty.
365 degrees?
Oh, whatever, either 360 degree, I don't know. It's an omnidirectional mirror. It can go up, sideways, diagonal, straight down.
I mean, I'm not
It's
gonna
like it's
lie.
on a gyroscope.
I'm not gonna lie, it seems like the shittiest holy rooms, and I don't know what the fuck these are for. Even as a museum, you got a fucking rock on display, and like a kimono. Like, I don't know. I can't. It's like Minecraft where you have a fucking chest and it just has a bunch of random shit in it. Like, I don't get this.
Stick, cobblestone.
Yeah. Fucking Neverstar. Cobblestone. And a fucking head.
Halfling head.
But I don't know, should we steal something here or like... I don't know. What's the statue as well? I'm gonna take a look at the statue. Do I recognize it?
No.
Could I do a religion check to see if I recognize it?
I mean, you already know it's the same statue as the one out in the main hall, but it's not, like, I don't mean like the same. The other one was polished stone. This one is crystal.
His room seems more precious than the other ones, but I don't know.
Can I look in the mirror?
Yeah. You see yourself. It's glorious. Functioning just how a mirror should.
Wait, see, Stuart, is it magical?
No.
Oh.
Is the halfling statue also wearing the kimono?
No.
Okay.
Does the kimono look comfy?
Yeah. Comfy as a kilt.
As no one's looking, I just sort of take it as I move over towards the door.
Swipe kimono.
I just take the kimono. I'm gonna look at this door.
Looks like that door over there is open.
Which one? Oh,
the one is just in the corner there.
Well, that makes my job easier of seeing if something's open or trapped or whatnot.
It's...
I can immediately see...
What's in... Oh, God. I close the door.
We could have had those for lunch.
Yeah, but also, we don't have a trap on the door. Let me go get the trap, and then we'll go kill him.
While you're at it, get the brick.
Sure, okay.
They're technically both traps.
Yeah, I'll take both the bear trap and the brick. And I'll just head on back. Like, okay. So, do you have a grand, Kevin McAllister kind of scheme about this, or...?
Hand me the brick.
Alrighty, I hand you a brick.
Open door. Yeet brick at snake.
I haven't put the bear trap down. Hold on, goddamn! It takes
Close
like a little
door.
bit. I put down the bear trap. Hey, fuck.
You want to yeet brick at snake.
That's not a trap. That's not a trap. That's an assault.
It's a trap from a distance.
It's called a hit from a distance. A trap from a distance would be a goddamn arrow trap.
I'm surprised no one's thrown bigger rock.
Fuck it. Why not?
Well, that's what I'm going to use if smaller rock doesn't work.
Can I grab big rock?
So you want to throw a rock.
I like how this campaign is not even being used on our items, just see what's around us and fucking throw it. Just use corpses, bear traps, fucking everything. Oh god.
Here. I'll just give you a dagger to throw so that we know what throwing is.
Just call it throwable.
All right. You open the door and throw the brick near or at the snake. You close the door before you know the results, really.
Mm-hmm.
As that's being done, I'll get a fucking bear trap ready. Because, you know, if they're coming through at some point, I'll get that. Step back.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what's the plan now? Because now we just have a really pissed off snake and whatever the fuck the other thing is.
I grab rock.
Okay, that's your plan.
You pick up the rock. A dead rat falls onto the table.
What? I look up.
What?
There was a dead rat stuck to the bottom of the rock.
Oh god. I want to head
Okay.
back to the hot spring. You remember where I got that rat stuck under a rock? Let's just say for the sake of it, I head back there. Is a rat still there?
It is.
Okay.
Well, you think the cat Jojo'd the fucking rat under a rock?
Fucking no. I've seen Stranger with some weird prophecy kind of shit, and we already prophesied the halfling coming in.
I then stand by the door with the rock, waiting for something to come through it.
Open middle with mage hand.
That's not to say it's a snake. Do you expect it to work a knob?
I mean, if it really thought about it, it could.
I use mage hand to open the door.
Wait for it.
I'm fucking waiting.
Okay, does the Drake
okay.
step on the bear trap?
I suppose it would.
Okay.
Huh.
What's the bear trap again? It's like in 13 decks or something.
13. Yep, 13 decks.
Neato. Yeah, it's sharpened bear trap now.
Alright, perfect.
The snake, however, now unhindered by bear trap,
Throw a fucking
slithers
thing!
into the room.
I wish to slam the rock onto Snake.
Slam or throw?
I don't know. How close is it? Is it in slamming distance?
I would say it's slammable.
I slam.
Okay. What would big fucking rock slam be?
Come on and slam!
Welcome to the jam!
Improvised melee weapon, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just imagine that, but wetter.
Hmm. Oh, God.
I love the entry for the official improvised weapons. Sometimes characters don't have weapons to attack with. An improvised weapon includes any object you can wield with one or two hands, such as broken glass, a table leg, a frying pan, a wagon wheel, or a dead goblin.
I mean, we have done that, kind of.
We've done all of those.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, I've got a terrible but brilliant idea. Drew.
Uh-huh.
Just a quick question. How big is the sculpture?
How big is the sculpture?
If you were to say tall, how tall would it be?
25 feet.
Okay.
It reaches to the ceiling. We're like a good story and a half tall.
Okay. I have a plan.
Oh my god. Oh good, I'd love to hear this plan. Does it involve knocking over the priceless crystal statue to kill a snake?
No, it's to lure the Drake over until it gets within 25 feet, and then crush it with a priceless statue.
And how do you intend to tip over the 2-ton crystal statue?
Hi.
I'm strong. Okay. So with a Drake coming through, I'm hoping it's all coming for me a bit. What I basically want to do is... As I'm sort of going by, I'm going to take a chip out of the leg as I'm running by. So, like, as I'm here, I'm going to take a chip out of the leg there. And, like, basically try to fell it onto the Drake. So I'm going to try and get the Drake to, like, follow me. But come on! Come on, boy! You weird fucking horn thing? Yeah, you, come on! Let's go! Come on!
It barks happily and trots over to you.
Oh.
Oh, it's not
Oh.
aggressive.
Pet it. I pet the Drake.
It yaps happily.
How you doing?
Speak with animals.
Oh no. Oh no.
I can't put this in words necessarily.
Okay.
So I'll just send you the image, Beth, of the internal conflict of the Drake.
Okay. Oh no. I'm just petting a Drake. Hey, stewards, to say anything nice or, you know, they're just luring us into a false sense of, you know, security.
It's fine.
Yeah? Okay.
I might need to sit down, but it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna do an animal handling check to see if I know roughly what the fucking it's actually doing.
It's just really excited.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, well, hold on. I'll roll animal handling. I wanna pet it.
Mm.
You punch the Drake.
No, I want to know what it's doing. I don't go like touching it. I'm trying to work out what it wants. I'm not physically interacting with it.
But you just said you were petting it.
The animal handling was okay. So
You were handling the animal.
I wanted to see what it wanted. I wanted to see its mindset. Like, you can calm down, investigate the animal, keep him out from getting spooked, or intuit an animal's intentions. I want to intuit the animal's intentions. What are his intentions?
Can I give it some of my rations?
Well, because you rolled a 1, you can only tell that the animal is happy.
Okay. Meanwhile, look at the snake that's partially crushed by a rock.
Very crushed by a rock.
Oh, shouldn't I was sitting for Drake? I'm just gonna head into a room. Oh.
An old mossy well.
Well.
Oh, I used my axe to finish off the snake.
Just as you're going by, you just fucking
Plop.
We'll be eating good tonight.
Yeah. I don't know why we're in there though.
Here, boy, want some morsels?
Oh my.
He starts munching raw snake meat.
Oh dear.
I will call you Flotsam.
Oh god. Can I begin to take a little look down here? Since unless there's anything else I'm particularly noticing in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Another statue. They seem to like him around here.
Hold on. How big is the Drake?
How big is the Drake? Well, there's the question of the century.
Mm-hmm.
It's considered medium, so it's at least 5 by 5, but I was going to go for like a good 5.5 by 6.
Oh my god.
She's
You
mountable.
gotta do it. Shoot, you gotta do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on.
Yeah.
You have mounted Drake.
Testy Steve.
And Drake and Josh is hitting different. I'm sorry.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
you're
can't.
not.
I can't do rhyming. Okay, I have to do literally anything else. I'm looking in the room. Oh God.
You,
It's a rat.
Yeah. I just think Shintari got another one of those things as well as, like, you know, its cousins and its family and its probably little big brother. Oh shit, I'm getting up my sword. Sword time.
Oh, that's a were-rat.
Yep. I'm just getting my sword ready.
Flotsam, sick 'em!
Is this combat?
hold on, wait, I'm on the thing.
Oh no.
It goes to Sikkim.
Oh no. Is this combat time? Is this combat time? Yeah! First our shorts in combat, let's go!
Woo! Initiative!
Initiative time.
And then we do this, and we.
Why does my initiative... Yeah! English Autorado! Why does my initiative keep sucking?
I don't know, but I got an 18.
As Flotsam runs by, can you pluck Stewart off of him?
Yeah?
18, 6, 9. Did you guys get that? 6 and 9. Yep. And because Stuart takes the Drake's turn,
Stuart feels threatened.
Oh no.
we're going to slap your initiative up near the Drake, so you go tandem.
What's the Drake's initiative?
21,
You go before me.
which means Team Toadstool over here charges the rat, and the Drake is going to bite. No, that's a silly me. That's a were-bat, not a were-rat.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Need to find the right one.
You just rhymed. But I know
I'm
you
the
can't fucking do
GM.
anything. I know, but I don't care. Kill something. Not me, just literally anything else that we're fighting.
Did I accidentally add the wrong one, or did it go under a different name? Night, blight, right, diet. Maybe I was using the were-bat instead of the were-rat. No, I couldn't have. It's right here.
I'm looking at a were-rat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the way I do encounters when I have like dungeons full of shit is I add all the monsters to one combat encounter, and then I just have like a scroll list where I can click on them and bring up their sheet.
Oh, okay.
But I needed to add were-rat separately for some fucking reason. Anyways, combat has started, and Drake here bit for a 14. That
Nice.
passes his armor, so now we can do this. 6. So the Drake sinks his teeth into the were-rat, and you said you feel threatened.
I feel threatened.
Cool, poison spore it then.
Oh gosh. Can we just hear Stuart screaming as he goes by?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Is that accurate?
Too much.
Okay, perfect. God, I wish I was a voice actor.
Alright, cool. You've poisoned both the Drake and the were-rat.
Oh.
Don't hurt Flotsam!
I can't control it.
Ba,
Oh no.
ba, ba. And now you get your real turn.
Okay. Hold on.
Quietness. This question
I
is, are
wanna
you going...
Beat it in the face with my mushroom.
Nice. So D22.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember because it was a weird thing.
Oh.
3. You actually just end up...
Rerolls.
Okay, halfling rerolls like it should.
Hey!
Hey.
Because
I don't
halflings
get
are
nat
cool.
ones.
You instead just end up normally missing the rat, instead of bashing Drakes in the face. The way it's overlapped, the Drake is Drake mode spell.
Alrighty.
Onwards to your turn, Chaos.
Right, well, if we're getting into battle, then I'll get into battle too. I'm going to swing around here. I don't have a spell slot, but there is something else I can do. You know what that is? It's called a Crimson Right. View a weapon to strike for 1d4 extra damage of your chosen type. On acting right, you take 1d4 damage. So, I'm going to roll a 1d4 to see how much damage I take. Oh, okay, you done... Oh, have you done that? No, I don't know.
No.
So, you take 1d4 damage. Okay. So, I think I rolled 2, don't I?
One for them, one for you.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so...
On top of your normal strike.
Yeah, precisely. So, let me do that. Hopefully this comes out right. Hold on. So if you take a look there, I do 4 damage and take 1. So that's 4 extra damage, as basically I take the sword in my hands, I twist, and a spout of blood comes out, imbuing the scimitar with lightning energy. So the sword starts to glow blue, and it's a pretty strong one this time, with a little crackling in the air. And basically, with that, I'm going to, whilst my hair is being a bit like a static lightning orb thingy, I'm going to strike this fucking rat.
Nice. Try it.
Yeah, didn't hurt too much, I don't think, so fuck it, let's give this thing a whack. 1, and then I'm also going to do it on a backswing, so as I come through, I'm then going to try and swing around the back as well. Do a bit of a spin. So, that's a 25 and 24. Oh fuck, I only do, like... So, yeah, on the first one, do they both hit, by any chance?
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, so the first strike does a 8 damage. Before you do the counting just yet, since I do need to make sure you then add on the 4, so that is 12 damage. Then you take away one of the dice from there, so that is going to be a 5 damage on top of the 4. So 9 and 12, which is 21.
Oh, does the 4 apply twice?
Yeah, because it's basically per attack, I believe.
Fine.
Let me just double check that. Extra damage of each own type. Yep. Yeah, on activating right damage is magical on the last spin you're holding a weapon or until you complete a short / long rest. So basically, I take the 2 swipes and I'm able to put on the right damage.
Cool.
So, you know, blood swinging everywhere, lightning's going everywhere. Yeah. Oh, was it dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, there's just a whole bunch of rats who are going to...
I didn't realize it died. Fuck.
To literally skip everything. 4 rats convene upon your position.
Mm-hmm.
I feel threatened.
Oh, fuck, no!
Don't hurt my pet!
I'm right here, man!
Oh no!
Slap on that spray.
Things are happening.
So you're spraying. Do I need to do a save?
You do. DC
What?
14 Constitution.
Con save.
Hey,
23.
I'm probably in the vicinity of that, aren't I?
Oh fuck yeah, you actually are, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I'll say it's like cone shaped.
Oh, okay.
Wide cone.
So is Stuart just screaming and just emitting spores? Like, ah!
Yeah. Yeah, essentially.
Perfect. Good to know.
Oh, sweet.
I'm sorry.
I wish to step forward and stomp Rat.
The dead corpse or the forward one?
Oh, wait, they're all dead.
There's one out there.
I wish to run towards Rat and stomp it.
Cool. Roll to hit rat.
That's just basically an unarmed, right?
Yeah. It would be a +5 on your end. Nice. You smush rat.
I'm just sort of shaking the cloud away like, oh god damn! That's nasty. That's god. Ugh. Give us like a 3, 2, 1, could you, next time? Ugh.
I can't control it.
Alright, it's fine. Alright. I'm gonna just go loot a chest now. Ugh. I'm looting. It makes me feel better if I find something
I
good.
feed Flotsam.
How tall are you?
Me?
Yeah, you. Didn't you say like 6 foot or something?
6'1".
Okay, yeah. You pull the chest off the top shelf of the
Oh, okay.
shelf and bring it down, I would assume.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright. Let's see what's in here. I'm going to look what's inside.
I love the wheel.
Yep. It's gonna be something good. It's a 2-band, come on, it's high rarity. Oh no. Oh no, I don't like that laugh. Oh no.
I don't like that look on your face.
I don't like that
I'm
laugh.
glad that he opened it.
Here's the thing, Oh
It's one of-
fuck.
It's my, I think it's like my 4th favorite item just because of the absolute stupidity of it.
Oh fuck. Okay, how am I gonna die
I
now?
gave you?
Huh?
Is it one of the ones I gave you?
No. This is something I've spoken of before. Inside you find a pair of brass knuckles.
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
huh.
I just look them over.
Yeah?
Do anything
They
with a
look
special
like-
shit on it? Or
Nothing that you can see.
I want to Arcana check this.
Go for it.
Is it Fae Fiend or Undead by any chance?
It's not.
Fuck.
Although you would wish you were playing with the Fae with it on.
Fuck.
God damn, those are some normal ass brass knuckles.
Alrighty, even though I might counteract the sword a little bit, I'll put them on and see what happens.
Nice. You're now wearing a snazzy pair of brass knuckles.
I'm just checking as well, like, can I still hold the sword pretty well? Like, you know. I just
I'll
make
say
sure I can
you'll
still.
wield it with disadvantage.
Well,
It's pretty clunky, but you could still hold them.
Oh.
I don't know what these brass knuckles do. I'm just gonna, like, give the wall a punch.
Alright. You attempt to punch wall.
I don't, like, knock
Let
it too
me-
hard, I just do give it a little, like, boom, boom. Like, boxing jab
That
kind of
would
thing.
be funny too.
Mhm.
I don't feel too much. Oh,
That's
God.
not.
What the fuck's happened? I'll refresh my
Alright, so
character
you-
sheet.
You punch the wall?
Yeah, just give it a little, like...
You feel sparks come off of them.
Oh.
Well, you don't feel them, but you see them.
Oh shit. Oh. That seems pretty cool.
So they're charged.
Yeah, so here. Wait, you hit things a lot with things. Here, you can take them. I need my sword. I should pass them over to Shinta.
Does Shinta have fingers?
I don't know. I don't want to consider.
I
They're
doubt
holding an
they would
axe.
fit.
They're holding an axe. They can hold a fucking brass knuckle.
Yeah, but would my fingers fit that thing, though?
You're still considered a medium creature, so for rule's sake, yes.
I kind of shrug, put on the knuckles.
Yeah, give him a punch.
I try punching the wall as hard as I can.
Good God. All right. You punch the wall as hard as you can, and you feel the pain of lightning hit your knuckles.
Oh, shit!
Oh, fuck. Well, that'll be effective in combat.
Did that happen to be?
It did indeed.
Oh. I just look at my knuckles.
Charred.
Yeah, that's not good. I then look at the other side and it's like, oh yeah, no, that side's even worse. Okay. Wait, I've got a terrible idea. With drakes, are they immune to lightning?
No.
Oh, okay. I can't
no,
remember.
they are not.
I couldn't remember if there was something that was like immune to lightning damage or something.
Maybe if it was like a lightning drake, but
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just sort of turn and go, well, I already can do a bit of the old lightning damage, so, you know, you can have that, I guess.
Who would want these?
I don't know, but someone wanted them. I mean, I feel pretty fine, I think. Do I look pretty fine? Like, if I was to give myself a quick health check, how am I?
fine.
Can I do a medicine check to just see how fine I am?
Sure.
Fuck.
You're fine.
Alright, I'm good. Yeah, sort of see me, like, you know, rubbing away a bit of flesh that looks a bit weird. Popping out. Eh, it's fine. Alright, well then.
Congratulations, you've
just
got
in
the
case.
lightning knuckles.
Well, maybe I can put them over chainmail. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
I
sure.
pocket them.
You know, I'm seeing something else that might tickle your fancy a bit. I'm looking at these.
Yeah, boy.
I take a brick and I smash the glass like a vandal.
You take the brick and you go to smash the glass. It just falls in one piece.
Oh. That was easy. Well, if you want to shine a new weapon, you know, something a bit less rusted up, I guess, up to you.
That golden warhammer.
Gold's
That
really...
looks in-
Gold's really not a great material for weapons, though. Like, at least from what I know, like, you know, gold's really malleable. It will just wear out really easy. It's more of a, you
we
know,
don't know if
decoration piece.
well, you don't know if it's an actual golden weapon, though.
Yeah, especially against wild, see what happens.
As fun as it was, I'm gonna have to end it here.
Yeah.
We're running a little over.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's good.
It's all good.
Oh dear. I saw the knuckles, I was like, you know, I'm glad you're saying that would give you disadvantage of that sword swipe.
Right.
Oh dear. Well, that's great. Maybe
Because
when...
you would have never found out about the self-damage.
Yeah, I would not have found out. I'm glad that it was unwieldy with me. Oh dear. Like, I just punch someone and I just go down like, oh, maybe he had life stealing. Oh no. Oh, that was wonderful. Maybe one day we'll find out exactly how much health Cossack has. Maybe at the end of the campaign you finally, like, tell me how many hit points I have, and I'm just like, ah. Oh dear.
Don't even know how much you have when you level up.
Yeah, I know, that's gonna be, like, that's the thing. I'll only know how much I have when I level up, because I know it's going to be, like, you know, max. That's all I know. The only time I know I have HP is when it's max HP. Or when I'm, like, down.
Speaking of level up, I suppose I should tell you to entice.
Hmm.
The way you level in the Dauntless dungeons is not through beating the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
On this particular level, and I'm willing to make it more of a standard, there are 3 mini bosses. Kill them,
Ooh.
you level up.
Oh, was that the Beholder mini boss?
It was one of them,
Ah, we need to go kill that thing.
as was
Oh.
the other one that you noped away from the shambling mound.
Oh, I thought it was just someone that wouldn't sleep.
Well, yeah, he's grumpy.
Yeah.
Not all monsters are like bloodthirsty villains.
Yeah. Also, just to tell everyone here, apparently Cheese found it hard to sleep because the stream was so entertaining. So you know what? We're doing right.
Woo.
Oh dear.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh dear. Well, at least we know what to kill next time. We probably need to take some rest, but yeah, we can definitely do some interesting stuff. I think got some cool items to use that are totally going to benefit us and not be detrimental at all.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh yeah,
Are
absolutely.
you gonna rhyme again in the first 5 minutes of stream?
I know. I fucking hate that. Like that's the
I'm
thing.
waiting
I
for
knew.
it to happen during combat.
I knew about rhyming. Like I just didn't consider clear and like what was it I said? Clear and what? You're over here
Clear
and
and
clear.
here.
Yeah, clear and here. I just didn't consider it at that point. Because technically I was thinking, oh, Here, that's fine. I don't know why. Oh dear. But anyway, I guess that's done now. Anyway, thanks again. I'll be shutting off, but anyone else want to say anything before we end?
No, nothing else.
Alrighty.
Nothing comes to mind.
Alrighty. In that case then, see you everyone. Bye bye.